prisoners and the guards had taken aim. I struggled with some demons, they were middle class and tame. I didn't know I had permission to murder and to maim. You want it darker? We killed the flame.
See how this plays out. What's the... I'm talking to no one. I sent the link to Jay and no one else, so we'll see if he comes. This is a test. Why does my camera look like shit? Maybe I look like shit. I also sent it to Danny and Belrica. Go classic. So good. There's audio. waiting for somebody. $9:30. Hey there, Danny.
What's up, Fryfest?
Burr in the Burr. That's
How you doing?
fucking name.
Burr the Burr.
Burr in the Burr.
It's right up there with John, the producer.
Oh yeah, shit. I had my name. I had my name, and the other one as Tommy Nutbag.
I mean, Tommy
Podcast
Nutbag.
right before this. Nutbag's a great name.
This is hi, I'm John.
Those your blue lights?
I'm John, the producer.
You
I'm
do
Tommy
look like-
Nutbags, bro.
You do look like
Tommy Nutbags.
you do look like John the producer with those.
Oh, the gain's a little off. The gain's a
You
little
think you think all the millions
Is
of
your-
viewers we have right now would think I was waiting for you the whole time?
I mean, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, right. As if it was not waiting for Jay, as like that's my whole life.
Sort of like waiting for Godot, but even worse.
Danny, you could jump on or in me at any time. Don't worry. Especially you, John, the producer.
John.
Hey, I'm John, the producer. How did the veterans stream work out? I saw you were on there with Alice Shattuck and Robbie V late night.
It was late night, and my buddy Ben joined, who is a fellow veteran, although he's still in, so he's not a veteran yet.
How
I
did you
guess,
get
but-
these people in without me being able to?
I switched over to a Zoom account.
Did you? What are you?
Yeah, we went offline. We went dark.
You went
We
dark?
We went rogue.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I missed you. I felt bad. I sent you a message, and I was like, "Hey, can you met something?"
I think I passed out.
Yeah, no, I figured.
Or I was
that's-
playing video games. Either or.
Either way, you were up to bigger and better things. That was
There's two
good.
times where my phone. Actually, I don't pay attention to my phone really that much. Like I pay attention to my phone, not people texting me. Like I will just blatantly ignore my notifications sometimes.
I wish I
Probably
could do
a bad
that.
sign.
Well, I don't know. I think it's
But
a
I'll
sign.
still be on my phone, like on social media, so it's just as worse. Like it's neurotic.
So you see that you see the text come through and you
Yeah.
just don't. Wow.
Well, like not in this situation. I don't remember what happened. When was that? Last Friday?
That was Friday.
Are you getting like signals right now from the Russians?
No, I'm just trying to turn on
What
my
I
phone.
hate that like when I use my board, I can't use AirPods and I have to use these big fucking clunky headphones that look like fucking Howard Stern.
Well, as John the producer, I agree with that.
I would suggest you use those headphones because that's how
Yeah.
you're gonna hear it the best.
You're
Okay?
getting too much white noise and dark noise and gray noise, and
Dude,
it's,
you ever see those like paid ads that are just like green noise?
green noise. No,
So I don't know. They're just like manipulating people now, but it's like now they have like one that's like, hey, there's people that need to listen to this noise. It's called green noise, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh shit, this one works for me.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was like, no way. One of these.
What does that actually mean?
I don't know. It made me feel loose.
What does it sound like? So white noise.
Well, it's like. Well, it's a different. So it's like that, but more like more like I don't know. I'll find it. Hold on, I'll get it. None of those. You think any of those made me feel? That sounds horrible. That gives me anxiety.
The psycho music.
I've been watching that documentary, Girl or Vatican Girl, and it's just
Is that any good?
It's all right. It's all about Italians who are just super dramatic, but
what Italians aren't.
Yeah, but I mean, their daughter got kidnapped. Danny, have some fucking sympathy.
Fuck you, you didn't lead with that.
I just twisted you so hard there. That was so well crafted. That was such a well crafted move.
Credit to John, the producer.
I just played you right into my head, buddy.
Yeah, I got played. I got played like
take it easy, Danny. During the bird,
a Vatican fiddle.
I can make so many Vatican jokes. But no, it's like basically all I hear is that wee woo wee woo noise. Like
the
documentary just hitting that audio. But I've learned by making videos how hard it is to make a documentary, because like the hardest part is just collecting everything and just like being like, don't hit that button so many times. Like, I know you thought it was cool, but that was a second long, and this is fucking an hour long. If you can't just keep banging on that button.
Right.
Sometimes I'll see that in like music videos, like a producer like just loved like a transition, like flames or something, and they just keep banging on, and you're just like, dude, like I
can see that would happen. Why that would happen though.
Well, that's just amateur like video editing. Just like throw transition on, drag, click. Oh, this is sick. I made 2 video clips go together. I did that every video I made when I started. I still do that basically. That's basically my forte. I started the stream thinking Jay would come on. It seems no one's around tonight, though. I'm happy you were.
I mean, am I known?
No. You're known. Nope, you're known. You're known. No, I meant like that's on the show normally. BA is at a... I handled that really calmly, but I could have played that really bad. Like, show some sympathy. Guy's a nobody.
That's fair.
No. BA was... I think he's at a hockey game.
Oh,
and
well,
Jay,
he could stream from a bar
Jay's
bathroom a couple days ago. Why
yeah, that's true. How about
can
we talk about that?
Game?
Yeah, he can make a fool out of himself in front of Alice Shattuck, but he can't fucking stream at hockey.
Oh, don't make him feel bad, eh? You felt bad.
No, he didn't make a fool out of himself. He did great.
No, he did.
I think if anything, he nailed it.
He provided some entertainment. I mean,
there's people who like get uncomfortable in those situations. I'm the exact opposite of that type of person.
Yeah. No, that was great.
I'm like, yes, more on camera, more bad.
I mean, it got funnier.
Bad.
It got funnier every time.
More bad, make her more uncomfortable.
But I mean, she played it with
grace and class. She she always does. She is a pinnacle. I would say a foundation of the veterans.
Well, I can't believe the fact that she was willing to like talk to me and Robbie V.
More than that, she was willing to body her husband off the show.
100%.
Like just body him off the program. Just like, it's not working because of you. Get off my fucking show. Like, if I ever tried to do that to Garm, I would get my ass beat.
I mean, most of us would.
Well, I like try to intertwine her into the show, anyways, just out of fear.
Because she wants to. But
yeah, because she's the
Carmen's
best.
always kind of off camera. I think that's kind of the thing.
She's
like,
yeah, boy. I've been doing that since day one. That's like part of my shtick.
She's
she
like
is
Tim
my
the
other
Toolman's Taylor's neighbor.
You're like my what's his name in Tim the what is that show called? Tool Time.
No, Home Improvement.
Yeah, Al or Home Improvement. Oh, what's Al's is Wilson?
Wilson.
I thought it was Al.
No, Al Borland was.
Al was the partner.
Right, and Heidi was.
You're my Wilson. Babe. Aw. Aw. Why is that fuck you? That's like he's the best character in that show. How about you have more respect for fucking Wilson?
But also, at least with Wilson, we see this much.
Oh, she goes, because we lived together. Fair point, my lady.
No, but not to you. To the viewer.
To the viewer.
To the viewers.
Fucking tip top. No, but like, just think, because, if you look at, there's this weird white thing right here. That's kind of like a fence.
I kind of like it, though. That's very Pennsylvania, I feel.
I'm a what? Yeah, that's ideal. I would like, there's actors who would die for that role.
Did she just call you a podcaster?
No, she said you're on a podcast. That's what I thought. And I was like, what? I'm a podcast.
I mean, neither one.
At certain points, I pretty much am the only person here. So thanks to Durr and the Burr.
Hey, this is John, the producer. Good evening, folks. I'd like to introduce in my podcast.
Yeah, did you ever watch Vice? It's with Christian Bale. He's John McCain.
No.
Watch it. It's probably one of the best movies of the century.
What's it called?
Vice. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. That's a super lib fucking documentary series that turned into a television station. But yeah, it's also a movie that's super lib about John Cheney or John
Dick Cheney?
Dick Cheney, John Cheney. John McCain is my guy. That's where I got lost there. It's
John
about
McCain
Dick Cheney.
Kane?
It's about Dick Cheney. It's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. I highly suggest it. That's what Red's parents are watching in heaven segment of the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Vice. And fucking. It's got to be awesome when your like loved one dies immediately after you, and you're just like, "Phew, thought I was gonna have to wait a fucking minute." And in heaven, and you just if there is, I'm just for saying if there is a heaven, and you're just like, oh, now I have to wait here, and then you're just like, what, dude? What are you doing here? You're dead.
Huh?
You feel me on that? You feel me on that?
I'm so confused.
Don't listen to me.
So Dick Cheney and John McCain walk into heaven.
Yeah. Dick Cheney.
And one says, hey, Dick. And then John McCain shoots him in the head.
Dude, that movie is good. It's good. I'm telling you. You'll watch it tonight and you'll be like, okay, you know what you're talking about. I mean, you have to think about it. I do make videos, so like I take
I'm a producer. I have to wake up at 5:30.
My name is John the producer. I take video.
I have to get up at 4:30 to get to the 6:00 show. I can't watch a movie at 9:30 at night, John.
Tell me about your sexually fueled industry. How's it going?
It's pretty good. Me and Lucy Burge.
What's up?
Yeah.
Lady.
What is going on with that, by the way?
Just like literally deteriorating away into oblivion.
I mean, deteriorating or the opposite, although I feel like she should have gotten more following by now.
Well, she's just in that Goldilocks zone of why the sports economy is failing. Like that because of people like her. There's no talent and just a job.
Oh, that's not wrong, but why is that not taken off more?
Because they have no talent. It's like, why haven't we actually? I would say, like our group kind of actually has talent. Like we're actually.
She's pretty. Our group's not pretty.
Well, that's why she has a job and we're losers. John, the producer.
Well, as a producer,
I didn't think of it that way.
Well, Lucy.
Okay, I didn't think of it that way.
So I did see a study yesterday. Did you see this, John? Tommy Nutbag. Did you see this?
It's Mr. Nutbag.
No, you're supposed to say, get anything else there, John the producer?
Dave.
Well, so did you see the study the other day? It says that attractive females during COVID, their grades actually went down. The ones who were educated via Zoom and remotely.
Okay.
So basically, it proves that teachers give out grades based on looks for females only. Males stay the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a new fact?
It pretty much proved everything we've known for the last
I was gonna
2
say
billion years.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now we're on to it.
Where are my feminists? Where are my feminists at?
What are Red's parents' facts in heaven segment of our show?
Oh, we got to come up with a new name for that.
I like the Red's parents in heaven thing. Leonard really is onto something there.
What are they eating in heaven? Hey, have you tried the new Ribicue?
What are Red's parents nibbing on in heaven?
We're gonna do old timies.
The fuck is nibbing on? Nibbing on, John?
Well, that once you're dead, you don't have teeth anymore.
Hey, son, the 1920s call. They want nibbing back.
Because they keep the teeth here on the ground for forensics. Hair.
Show has devolved into all of our mental stability just crumbling. All of us.
I will say the dynamic between if it's just you and I in a show would. I think it's
me,
fun.
you, and Nustin, I would say, is one of the most dynamite casts we've ever had on this program.
It would not have staying power, I would admit.
It doesn't have staying power, but like you throw one of them in like now,
Once
and
in a
like
while.
people are just like, that's what I tune in for.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
That's why I stay
Once
on
in
the
a while.
outskirts.
Once in a while, we get a little wild.
Popping now and again.
We got a little burr in the burr.
Oh, little bear on the burr, huh?
It was so gross. Like
all right.
some Leps down.
I'm trying to invent
another
Mike
thing
VGS.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I would love for him to come in here. How fast can you break?
So I sent him the
him?
stream. He doesn't believe it. He's a little skittish.
Tell him. Remember, he did a bracket video for us.
Oh, that's
Remember?
true.
Be like, you did bracket video.
Yeah, he tried to play dumb. He's like, John who?
Yeah, he doesn't know me. I've never spoken to him ever before, other than tweeting to him. But like, I don't know who Box Eating Dad is. I'll say that. I'll say that fairly.
He's a savant. He's
Box Eating Dad. No, he seems to be a great guy.
Shooting star.
Danny is a nice guy, but sucks at this.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
yeah.
I'm aware.
It's better than Sneakers talking about fucking hockey. That wasn't good either. That was horrible. That was bad too. Yeah, but Danny may be boring. Danny may be boring, but Nustin can make good noises. So
It's true.
you put me and Danny together being boring, and Nustin vocally in the background. Vocally? Vocally? Nah, fuck. This is why we are bad.
That's a way to defend me too. Danny's boring, but Nustin's really good at stuff.
Yeah, you know.
I know that I'm aware that I'm boring. I don't have a podcast.
Yo, that's my fucking crew.
I pop in and out.
That's my fucking crew, dude. That's my squad.
That's true. I'm a supporting cast member. And, you know, you and I are having a good time talking
Do
to each other.
do good things.
Do good things.
You know?
If Sneakers wants to hop on and make it interesting, he can do that.
Keep that. Nope. I just nope. No. You gotta have both. If you're gonna have an any type of motivational sign, you always have to give people options. You always have to give people options. Here it is. BA burning cows live at the game. How we doing, buddy?
Hey, go Leafs, go
Leafs.
No, they lost. They lost.
Ah, that's too bad. That's too bad.
In overtime, though. It's straight overtime. Oh, fuck. Where am I going? Trains.
Trains.
I got
how was the game, though?
best. Good game, man. I found the guy. He gave us triples for doubles. That's all I could ask for as a Leafs game.
That's not bad. Who'd you
Gotta
go?
get triple. I won tickets because I did something at work. I did some good shit at work. And I won tickets. I gotta figure out the train now. Okay, let's see. Lakeshore West platform. Lakeshore East, baby. We're going east. We're going west.
So, Mr. BA, can we get an update? What's going on in the game here? What's the latest? What are the stats? Who's the points leader?
Hey, when is your girl gonna get into the Canadian Cup pool? That's all I want to know, baby.
Ooh, daddy. Good question. Danny? D and the B?
I don't even know where I'm going right now.
BA,
I'm in
real
the
quick.
concourse. I'm in the concourse, dude.
real quick question for you. Are you going home to play COD or no?
No, I'm coming. I'm coming to. Oh, Lakeshore West, platform 7 and 8. Oh,
Are you not
yes.
going on a train right now?
Yeah, I need to go to platform.
You had a
7
hockey
and
game
8.
or on a train? I'm
No,
on
no,
an
the train's right
Trains
beside.
attached?
No,
Are
no, the train is the best way for me to commute, and where I am in the city.
Are you
7
riding a
8.
train
Oh,
watching
I'm
a
telling you.
hockey game?
No, the game's
The
over.
game's over, Danny. Dumb fuck. What were you in the Navy? Are you?
Yes, for
Are you,
nothing.
are you driving a fucking
Danny is
boat
dumb fuck.
and racing
That's
a
John,
car?
the producer.
That was yeah.
Racing a car and driving a boat, dude.
Yo, I made the name of this show, Good versus Evil. Send Jay the link. He didn't even come. So
Jay is so fucked.
that's
I'm gonna do my commute home. I'm on the streets right now. I can talk to anyone. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, how are you?
Hey, Warrior.
Yeah,
Okay,
what if
right
like
now-
just an
right now-
eruption,
No, right now-
of hey, how are you? hey, how are you? How are you?
Oh, dude, I really gotta make sure I'm going on the right
Who won the game? The Rough Riders?
Ooh.
Hey. Lakeshore West, baby. Exhibition. That's my first stop.
Nice.
So
What,
I'm here.
Nothing like a
I'm
good
here, baby.
exhibition game on a team I've never heard of.
Oh, it's he went to the Minnesota Blue guy, Toronto Blue. What is
As long as we're going
Toronto
What the
Maple
league?
Leafs.
Toronto Maple Maple Birds.
Maple Bird.
Maple Birds.
The Toronto.
That's the shot I was
That's a
looking for. Eh?
sight.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, we got a fucking money shot there.
Yeah, we did. We
Oh,
just got
put
a
some
money
maple
shot.
syrup on the screen.
We're
Eh?
in the bathroom. bud.
Oh. Oh, you got a private car? Or are you in the bathroom again? Oh,
Taking a
just like
piss,
old
dude.
times.
Come on.
Oh,
like
hey,
old
how
times.
are ya?
I'm sure
Don't
Alice will
post
come
for
back in a
us.
second after last week.
Hey, I DM'd Alice and she said, "Hey, how are you?"
Yeah, I told you the same. It's all good. It's all good, brother.
I can't
She,
believe
I was getting hate from the boys. The boys
Are you
were
in a
like, "Oh,
train
you're doing this
bathroom?
thing?"
That how big it is?
Yeah, I'm thinking
How
of
little
this.
that is.
especially in Canadian.
This is a big.
Is that how big everything is in Canada? Look how little
Dude,
it
this
is.
But
is-
it's
this is like
long, but it's long, but it's skinny.
What is it like
This
to
is
live under a communist regime?
Look at this.
Pencil.
This is a massive train bathroom right here.
Oh,
We almost
This
got a
is a-
cock shot. Oh, did we take a screenshot?
I like those
This
jeans,
is
buddy.
like
I think I'm wearing those same
Hey,
jeans.
this is like a handicap. I'm in a handicap stall right now, dude.
Yeah.
How do I
I'll tell you
press
what,
the
that
button
mirror's
over here?
pretty clutch.
Let me get to my spot so I got to chat with you guys. Oh, sorry,
Smell like
fellas.
apple pussy in here.
These seats are taken, dude. These seats are taken. I'll just post up right here.
I also sent Cheddar the link, so
These seats are taken, dude.
oh, that stinks.
People are giving me looks. Okay, I might.
Danny,
have to
where
put
in the
my
world
phone
are
in
you?
my
Are you
pocket.
home?
Me?
Are you in
Me,
some
John, the
foreign
producer.
land?
Sorry.
Oh no, that looks like you're home.
That was my shitty house, yeah.
Welcome back, welcome back,
You see
welcome
Nustin
back.
in the chat.
See,
Come
the thing
sing
is,
a
I
song,
take the
Nustin.
train.
Come
and
Did you
sing
go to
a
this game
song,
alone?
Nustin.
No, I went with my buddy, but he lives in a different spot.
You still can't even tell me who won.
I don't understand why my shit's so
The
bright
Leafs
right now.
lost. No worries, no worries. He's my friend.
Who's talking?
That's the conductor, eh?
Everybody get down.
Sorry,
Alright.
brother. Sorry, brother. I'm standing over here.
Ask that guy if it smells like apple butter pussy right now.
Apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur.
So, I
Also,
got
can we
an
talk about
I got an
Vaca's-
Instagram. I got an Instagram, eh?
Talk about Vaca's phone call with his dad last night. How do you think it went?
Buddy, Vaca. Hey, Danny, you're a family man, right?
I'd say so, eh?
You
Yeah.
talk to your dad at like 11 o'clock at night.
If I'm physically next to him, yes. If not, no.
Yeah, Broncos the line. He's doing some weird shit.
Balenciaga, baby.
Well, it
Danny
was
and
like-
Balenciaga is such a good
Oh,
name.
let's see. Nelson makes everything sound
Oh, so sexy. So sexy.
Can Nelson? I need Nelson to come out and sing a song.
I sent
Can we
him
get
the
one
link.
song.
I sent
Come
him.
on, Nelson. What are you hiding?
Give me one good, one fucking bang.
You can do one song.
After
and then
you,
get the
after
fuck
you,
out.
after you. God, I held it open for you guys.
I blame the fact that I get followed by like a different fake porn star account every day on Nustin.
Yeah, I held it open. Go ahead. I held it open for you. No problem,
Oh,
boys.
look at that Canadian hospitality. Eh?
I held it open for you girls. Lakeshore West. Let's go. Hey, I held it open. Go. Come. I held it open.
Come on,
Go,
go.
Go.
Go. The overhead speakers yelling at BA. Sir, stop doing that, sir. Stop directing.
Hey, Nylander did a good job, though, you know? Damn right, man. The refs suck.
He was on fire, eh?
The refs.
I purged my
Yeah, it was a
Twitter.
tough
It's
game.
Adam and Jersey's fault.
No, Murray played good, though. Murray played pretty good. That's a promise for them.
Jersey.
They should be embarrassed.
It's
did he
pretty
do?
fucked up to put Adam from Jersey and a purge in the same sentence, isn't it? I don't want to say there's any implications here, but
I mean, he didn't
but-
say
Next-
he didn't
next
say
time.
he gassed his Twitter.
I don't want to say anything, but you know,
They got a point they didn't deserve, that's for sure.
He put it in the oven, put it on broil.
BA, try to have a conversation where everyone doesn't agree.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's nice, eh?
Try to get somebody to disagree with you up there.
How's Lakeshore West? Oh, it's as good as Lakeshore East. Oh yeah, they're both pretty good, eh? How about
Yeah.
Lakeshore Central? Oh, that's.
I wouldn't
awesome.
even mind being in the middle, you know.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Nah, we're in Canada.
That's pretty
Hey,
nice.
buddy.
Say it was a little
that's like
north or a
that's
little
like
west.
a VIP stall. I might sit on that stall right there. It's pretty nice, eh? I'm only going one stall.
Yo, man on the street, BA just agreeing with Canadians is it might
How are you?
might be the new meta.
I'm good.
How you
thanks.
doing, eh?
Hey, how are you? Hey, good day. Oh, not so bad.
You didn't eat the popcorn?
The only person not agreeing with him is the overhead. Oh, we're about to get off the last stop here.
I don't.
See, I'd love if Nussman was here right now so he could give me just the most
Yeah,
stereotypical.
but Neston not having Twitter, I don't understand.
He has a Twitter.
Yeah, but he said he's
I'm going
blaming
one
Adam and
stop
Jersey for not
exhibition,
being
you
here.
know?
I don't get it.
Holocaust enjoyer.
Hey, Hollywood, the driver, that's it.
This goes deep.
Yeah, this goes further than we expected.
Apparently.
I might stop for some food. There I go. I'm on the right train. Next stop.
So Danny, what else is up?
Can you hear me?
Ugh.
That was the Shattuck podcast. No, how are you though, BA?
No, it was good. It was good. You could switch that topic quickly.
No, I do care, but
Yeah, I know.
he just stole your line.
Whatever.
Blatantly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't know how else to explain this.
Whatever I say will be boring.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I love you.
Hey, no problem.
Love you too.
No
I
problem.
unfollow. Oh, Dustin said he unfollowed all the porn. Well, that's probably a good move.
You know, just see the views.
He had to purge his what is that? Oh, a station. That's pretty cool looking, ABA. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a nice
Yeah,
station.
it's
eh?
not so bad. Hey,
Yeah, but see those panels?
see what?
Ripley's Aquarium, eh? See?
Hey. What was the score? What was the final score? I didn't get that.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It was a big loss. Is Hit the Rice Bucket still a show? No answer.
I mean, it was on like half an hour ago.
Was it? I was
I
gonna
missed
say you should have been live at the game. I was gonna say I thought it was Thursdays. What time are they on at 8?
Actually, I think they were on at 7.
7. Yeah, are you whispering to
Security's
yourself?
here. Security's here. Security's here. Security.
Security.
That'd be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
Yo, be cool. Be cool. Be cool. Yo, ask security what they think about the game.
Be good.
Oh, it was not so bad. Yo, be cool. Be cool. Danny. Be cool.
Like, be cool, Danny. Danny, be cool. My
Security. All right, that was brought to you.
Get on the ground!
That was brought to you by security.
It's behind your head.
If that was an actual,
This is go change the security. Dude.
they have dog forces there. They better not sniff us out in your pocket. They're sniffing out condoms. Jesus, dude, what are they doing up there? What if there was a bomb? Should I not say that in his pocket? He's like, fuck.
There's a bomb in your pocket.
Right on my window.
I want to play Call of Duty really bad. Getting a dub last night was fantastic, let me tell you. People need to start watching those streams. We're actually pretty good at this game.
So as a non-player, I mean, I watch it occasionally, and I don't know. It's hard to
It's
get
better
into.
than watching a show and just seeing our dumb faces, as we do the same thing on there.
Just chat and I'll read it.
Perhaps.
Just chat and I'll
I
read
don't
it.
know.
Just chatting. Yeah, we're just chatting.
Is BA trying to get out of being arrested?
Yeah.
Ooh, BioBooks
No,
is
no,
strange.
I
Should we
think I'm
live stream BioBooks? Do running commentary?
BioBooks is starting when? Right now?
According to Sig.
At 10 o'clock? That's awesome.
No, I think that they're the latest show on the network, I believe.
Yeah. How is this new network doing? Is everybody following suit and like streaming on this channel?
Well, I thought Rice Bucket was back on this. I'm so confused. I'm very confused.
Well,
with
so
it.
I didn't put the Twitch on because I think somebody was streaming the Twitch.
Oh yeah, there was I think
No,
there was
everything's
a-
on race.
So now we're to the
Everything's on
point where
Twitch.
we can't stream on our own channel. we got fucked. We got fucked in this.
Because they're streaming YouTube on.
Yeah, now what these motherfuckers did? Now they stole. Now they
See, that's
stole.
what confusing me. So you have Sweater Club.
Nah.
The Sweater Club's a Twitch, but both YouTubes can
Yeah,
filter.
I
through
just
the Sweater
noticed
Club.
that these motherfuckers
That's confusing as
they
fuck.
stole our
Danny,
Twitch basically.
Danny, no.
No, so the
no,
Twitch
they
is the
didn't.
watering
They
hole.
didn't. Danny's being a dick. Danny's being a dick.
As usual. Yep.
No.
Danny's
Danny's
being a
fine.
dick, man. It's like the Twitch is the meta, dude. The Twitch is
Yeah,
the
well,
meta.
it is.
Everyone's looking at me like I'm fucking
I'm not
crazy.
talking about
I
the
wasn't calling it
Sweater
nothing.
Club. I'm talking about like the fact everybody's streaming on there, which I like. That's why I did the J show tonight, but he didn't want to show up. He's only on the only
Boys, I
network
got
that
off.
hasn't.
I got off. I dodged security. Let me go.
What?
Hey, thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother. That's the security.
Security.
They say thank you.
brother. Too. I said thank you, brother, to security. He could have waited.
That means it
Okay,
wasn't a
man.
white guy.
Oh, he was white. He wasn't.
Oh,
That's
sure.
hilarious.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Do.
Play
Why-
Julia.
wait.
Play Julia.
Hey, Danny. Hey, if you're a rocket scientist, all the shows are on one Twitch, idiot. Hey, it's not rocket science, dude. Oh, it's
But
cool.
why
Let's
are
go.
why are two YouTube channels that used to be competing?
Buddy,
converging on
there's
one
the
Twitch?
YouTube channels. Who cares? There's
No, so
there's
here's how it
competition.
is.
There's
Here's how
no
it is.
competition.
Anyone
No
can stream
competition.
on their own channel, but to be at the watering hole, you have to put it on the watering hole channel.
You
Now,
put on the Twitch.
watering
That's
hole
what-
is for everybody. You can put it
Yeah.
on your channel, not your channel, not the watering hole, but the watering hole is a place that everyone can stream, except
what's
us
the
I
now.
think I'm gonna
What's
get
the
a
Sweater
burrito
Club?
bowl.
That's what. Well, the
Switter
Switter Club
that's the
is
water
our
hole.
gaming on the water hole because we can't put anyone else.
What the fuck is the watering hole?
Holy fuck, Danny.
Hey,
Holy
BA,
fuck.
your life coach is here.
BA's outside.
Hey,
Oh, I'm the life coach. He's the mentor.
It's not
Hey, Griffin is. Hey, can you apologize to Kermie so we can play Warzone together? Let's get
Why
real.
can't you just put on war?
No,
Why can't we
no,
just
let's
play
get real.
Warzone?
No, just apologize.
Yeah, we're gonna-
Your girlfriend was a bitch, and like whatever. Just
I
do it.
think.
Should I just text him?
No,
Just
I
text
think
him. My girlfriend
no.
was
I
a
don't
bitch.
think
I
he's gonna. I don't
apologize.
think he's gonna. I don't
No,
think
no,
he's
he
gonna-
will.
No,
he will.
no. See, that's what
He
I'm
sent it to
saying.
me.
I
He
think
sent it to
Kermie's
me. He
being a
sent it to
bitch
me.
here. I think Kermie's being.
No,
a bitch.
no. I apology was warranted. Apology is warranted.
Apology is warranted, but I'm saying Kermie's being a bitch because he's gonna be like, I still won't do it, and that's being a bitch.
No. If he says I still won't do it, and I'm off Kermie's side. I'm off Kermie's side. I'm
Yeah, we're all yeah.
Yeah. If there's an apology, then I'm off Kermie's side. It's
Yeah,
easy as that.
Kermie's got it.
1, 2, 3. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. Ben Mass.
Ben
We're
Bass?
trying to mass up.
I'm
Yo,
cold,
we
I'm
got a
cold,
dub
boys,
though
I'm
last
cold,
night.
boys, I'm
We
cold,
got a
boys.
dub last night, and it was
Cold, man, I'm
fucking
cold.
thrilling, dude. It made
I'm
I
cold,
was
boy.
talking so much shit on the
Third.
game.
I got third.
Did you? Yeah, we were talking so much shit on the game, and then we got a dub, and I was like, "This game is the best game ever." Like,
I was talking
Yeah,
shit, dude. I was talking
that's
shit.
all it takes, dude. It takes one
talking
win,
mad
and
shit.
you're just like, everything about this game. Is perfect.
Listen.
we're gonna
Let's
get,
all,
waffle
after,
fries.
after the show, let's all get on and then get Kermie on, and I'll apologize to him, and then we can carry on.
Beautiful,
Hey, how are you?
beautiful.
That's all I fucking want to do. Is I want to play fucking Warzone.
Yeah, it has to be on the
If
screen
he
too.
doesn't respect that, then fuck him. That's what I'll say.
We
Yeah.
have to figure out the
Just
fact that we.
apologize, and we're good. We're good. Be the bigger man, Phil Griffiths Jr. Let's go.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Let's go. Danny, even Danny understands
Dude,
that,
know
brother.
that song, "Party Like a Rock Star"? That song.
You know, hey
Play that
brother, you know
song
that
right
song,
now.
"Party Like a Rock Star, Party Like a Rock." Yeah, he doesn't know it. He doesn't know it.
Yeah,
You
what's
didn't
going
know
on,
that song,
dude?
you didn't know that song.
Dude,
He's at a
I'm
high
coming over from the Leaf game.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
showing you I'm actually showing you my walk home from the Leaf game. It's pretty sick. This is a pretty sick walk home from the Leaf game. Not gonna lie.
It's not bad.
We're just looking at your. We're looking at your. the
How
bottom
many
of your
steps?
beard.
How many cows? How many
How
cows?
many cows?
Probably 15 minutes,
15,000?
BA's
15
racking
minutes.
up 15K a day.
That's good. I like
15
it.
minutes.
Hey, looking slick. And this is a tough angle too, and you still look slick.
15 minutes a day.
This isn't tough angle. This isn't tough angle. I did 15 there, 15 back.
I could give you a better diet suggestion. Switch from vapes to cigarettes.
No, cigarettes. I miss those
The
things.
cocaine.
I'm actually
yeah.
gonna stop in and get waffle fries. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hey, can you
Yeah.
sucker punch someone, please? I want to see that right
I-
now.
Yeah.
You wanna get sucker punched?
So you can't ask him. No, it's
They said no.
it's
They
technically
said
not
no.
a sucker punch.
Yo,
You can ask
listen to
them.
my
Oh, that's
new
true, that's true,
listen to
that's
my
true.
new idea. BA
No, it's just a
on
punch.
BA on the street. Canadians just trying to get Canadians to disagree with things and agree with things. Just yep. I think that's a great
I was
idea.
good on the street. I was on the train on the streets. It was good, eh? It was pretty good.
Hey. It's
So-
just gonna be a bunch of A's.
I bronchitis.
Yeah.
You should walk all the way to Lowell, Massachusetts, and then see who's on the street down
Lowell,
there.
Mass. Who's in Lowell, Mass? A fucking loser.
I would I don't know. I don't like how Boston people talk.
Oh yeah, I'm getting this.
I'm back, man. Why are you talking shit? I leave and you're talking shit. I come
Boston.
back and
I wasn't talking
That's-
shit.
you're talking shit.
Mm-mm.
I put this in my top pocket. I'm getting waffle fries.
When was I talking shit?
You just said that you don't like Boston people.
Oh no, the Boston accent I don't like. It's horrible.
I don't like
Yeah,
greater
but think
Boston.
about it. Think about how many Boston people you talk to and how many actually.
Yeah,
have the
none of them
accent.
have the accent though, other than when
Very
Jay
I don't
Great.
speaks
like.
it.
I don't like greater Boston people. Like,
At this point,
from Lynn.
it's like if you're not like an old fucking
Yeah, like you
piece
could
of
tell
shit
when
and you still
somebody.
do it?
Yeah,
it's like all right.
like
Like,
when
cut the
somebody
shit.
is a piece of shit, they talk like that. And
Yeah, if
It's
they
the
want to
same thing
fucking
with,
fuck
like,
around
I
with you,
kinda go
fuck.
the same
I'm
way.
getting waffle
Yeah.
fries. I'm getting waffle fries. Oh, it's open.
like, don't get me wrong.
Let's
There's
go.
probably some words you all
Well,
say
look.
weird to me, but like that's
But
the point
it's
of life,
couple,
right?
but it's same as the fucking spookle and all that shit that you guys.
I'm
say.
getting waffle fries
Yeah.
too. I'm getting waffle
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I fucking just got food too, man.
It's
He's
more of a
getting
party.
waffle
It's more of a party.
What's up, brother?
Like you go to
How are
somebody.
you? How are you?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, go ahead. Take your time.
So like you go to a party in the Midwest, they'll be like, "Oh, how come you don't sound like Matt Damon?" I'm like, "Go fuck your mother," and they're like, "Ha ha 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 ha."
But like, don't get me wrong, I loved everybody in The Fighter.
Fucking
I thought that movie was fucking great.
fucking Pride of Lowell, you know?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought Christian Bale.
The fact is, we all have the ability, the innate ability.
I think it's just you're above the income level. Is that fucked up to say?
Yeah, kind of. You know, I mean, what's wrong with the blue collar people that fucking talk like that? You know,
you ever hear how blue collar Pittsburgh people talk? It's
maybe it's based on
they fucking profession. The same fucking thing. Go fuck your mother.
Maybe it is profession too. Profession's.
It's not based on. It's not based on
or income.
Of Nest team.
No, it's not. I mean, some of the smartest.
Because like a car mechanic might be genius and talk like that still. You know.
Have you seen fucking Good Will Hunting? One of the fucking smartest guys in the whole fucking world fucking talks like this, you know? Fuck you.
Lindsay, we're leaving this stream in about 3 minutes.
Oh, no, I was just invited on.
I want to play Call of Duty.
Is Lindsay here, man?
We'll just leave it on.
You guys could stay. I just wanted her to know.
Oh, but you can't invite people when you leave.
No,
I'm gonna eat, John. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna get on.
That's fine.
Are we playing Warzone? Or are we playing Warzone?
Yeah, Mike VGS is coming on.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
If he comes on, you tell me. Yeah.
Hey, Lindsay.
Yeah, Soft Yellow is coming
on.
Yeah, Soft Yellow is coming on. He promised me.
Hey, BA. Fuck you too.
If you didn't hear the first time, it's overtime.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Quick versus Evil. We are here live to tape from Tasty Burger after a big win. Don't listen to that loser up in Toronto. I don't know why he's still breathing. Are we just watching for a heart attack? Maybe. Good evening, ladies.
Don't worry, they all left.
What the fuck?
They all left in suit.
This is awful.
Did not know what that was.
Way to be an hour
I thought it was a
show.
clip.
You're
I was waiting for the clip to
I
end,
did
and
too.
then it was just Jay.
Live.
Save the show for him. That's the point of the watering hole. Well, actually, we're not even on the watering hole.
Is this the burn barrel?
Yeah, this is the Burn Barrel
This is
podcast.
Burn Barrel
Have fun.
podcast. Tom Shattuck, good to see you. Alice, you're
Alice,
looking pretty hot.
Alice, nice, four eyes. I didn't know you. Why didn't you wear glasses on KMS?
Okay. I don't know.
I'm sorry. You know I like your glasses.
All right, we gotta. This is a producer John checking in. Jason, you gotta turn down your gain. You're getting a little bit poppy.
Text me if any people brought in.
All right,
there's too much bass in my headphones. Thank you, John. This is micro. I just left. I'm outside. Pretty. It's actually not that busy right now. I think the game just.
Where?
Also, it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well.
You too, bud.
Who's he talking to?
Me.
Oh, probably Lindsay.
Me.
And I just really want to play video games. So it has nothing.
I actually went ahead. Oh, I'll shut up.
Jay, shut up.
I just wanted to say hi to my friend Lindsay. I haven't talked to her in months. How are you?
No, it's been a minute. I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. Doing well.
You guys aren't real friends. Don't say that.
Of course we are.
We're online friends.
It's like
I'm more of a friend of Lindsay than I am of you.
Asked for a picture of my tits. That's a real friend.
Yeah, it's just implied.
Okay.
No, I was a joke, Lindsay. See, friends.
On the record, I didn't bring up those today.
You just did.
I mean, do you often bring them up?
I got a quick timeout. I'm intrigued. What are those mutts?
Is this a real show? No,
obviously not. No, this whole show's been awful.
It's just it's just the VC. It's not as bad as whatever you did on Veterans Day, but we'll not talk about. We don't have to talk about that. Yeah, but
I didn't say that was good either.
I don't think you could. But
Danny,
what are we here for today?
Reason I feel like you're gonna fry a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Ooh,
Am I
That's
right?
dangerous.
I've thought about it. I've
Oh,
yet
you guys
to,
are you guys having Thanksgiving together?
No, I'm
yeah,
just
Lindsay's coming
saying.
over. She comes to Billerica every year.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You say
I do.
fry or dry?
No, fry it. Like
yeah. We're gonna hang
you
dry
just
a
seem
turkey.
adventurous.
I've actually never fried a turkey. I was thinking about smoking one this year.
Do you think that after they gut you, that we could hang you outside and dry you, Danny? Instead of cremation, instead of cremation, we'll turn you into beef jerky.
Jay, shut up.
It would be Danny jerky.
Danny, Danny would love a jerky.
At least
wouldn't
be
he?
creative with it. Jesus.
You'd
love a jerky.
Bone in his body.
Are those
Danny,
chicken fingers or are they mozzarella stick? I need to know. Chicken fingers.
They're both. It's a combo. I got a combo. I got it both.
Where are those?
Mozzarella Tasty Burger.
Tasty Burger.
Where the hell is that located?
1 Nashua Street.
Oh.
In the 50 towns that have a Nashua Street.
I think
No,
Boston,
right behind the garden.
Oh, the
Garden.
Garden. Right behind the Garden. Right behind the fucking Garden, you fucking cock.
Yeah. Well, the game got out. The Bruins won, so I got stuck in traffic. So I just decided to mosey on down to Tasty Burger and grab a nugget.
One of my
That's probably the smartest thing you've ever done, Jay. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You know what I went here for? I came here to get a whoopie pie. That's it.
They have good whoopie
You
pies
got
at Tasty Burger.
chicken nuggets and mozzarella sticks.
Well, I know they got a $2.99 whoopie pie I can bang out real quick. Maybe get even. I can't finish them. But they kicked my sweet tooth.
$2.99.
It's tough. Yeah, I know. It's not even worth it. But the ones in Market Basket, the Steve Snacks ones, there's way too much sugar. They react with my bad tooth within
I feel
5
like
minutes.
any whoopie pie has a lot of sugar in it.
I agree. But there's something about this one where it doesn't bug me that much. I have other sweets that I can recommend for gaping wide tooth holes.
I'm good. I don't have any of those.
Or I don't go to the dentist though. You know?
That's your fault.
No, but I know that I don't need to anymore because I know what I put in my mouth.
Okay.
Okay. Not to interrupt your beautiful show today, but I want to take over real quick. I've been having visions of Mrs. Mayhem. I don't know if you guys have any recollections of the last.
Kim?
No, every day. No, not a Wasta lady. My last.
The whale?
Oh, that's mean, though. You.
Oh, thank you to whoever did that. Danny, what's going on? How's life?
That's good. Oh, this is better.
I know it's a lot less fucking stressful.
Well, I promised a friend he could come on, and he said, "Well, as long as Jay isn't on." And I said, "Well, he has a band." Although it does say "Where's Jay? Where's Jay? Where's Jay?" on the bottom. So
it does.
Once again, I'm the idiot. No, things are good. Things are good. Working hard, hardly working. You know, how about yourself?
Things are good. I got my 1 day a week work from home day approved.
Okay.
Oh God. So that was good because I don't like when like a ton of people are in the office now. So I got that. I don't know what the fuck is that back noise, Jay, but like get the fuck off. Anyways, yeah, so I got that. That was a big deal because my boss has been very rude lately. Well, since the beginning of the time. I hugged a coworker today because he told me that he had cancer again, And then he texted me and told me that my hug turned him on, so shouldn't have done that.
What kind of cancer?
Bladder cancer.
Oh, that's my favorite. That's my favorite one. Just drink better water, you dumb fuck.
Okay.
Fucking hate people, man. I hate people.
And guess what?
So,
I think a lot
wait,
of
so
people
whoa.
Hey, my point is, he's almost happy that he gets to go around telling people to get boners that he has bladder cancer. You know what I mean? You ever see something about Mary, the guy in the crutches? Think about that aspect in every handicap's mind. Anyone that thinks they have a disability, other than Blind Mike, who just doesn't want to accept that he's retarded, not blind, they almost embrace it.
I don't
And
think
I would
my
say,
sister embraces it.
because I'm not even being mean, but what is it though?
She's paralyzed.
That's a tough one because you ever
Paralyzed from bladder cancer, but he got a boner when Lindsay
No,
hooked him.
this is my sister.
That would be amazing if your tits were like the cure. I honestly, paralyzed from the waist down or what? What are we talking about?
Paralyzed from under her armpits down.
Under her armpits down.
Wait, your
So
sister
like
is?
here down. Yes.
For how long? For how long? Yeah, you mentioned
She
this,
was
actually.
born. She was born with her.
So how does she live? Like, what is? I've always been interested in this. I have a friend. I have an acquaintance that actually got quite involved with my brother's campaign last, whenever they voted last year when he was doing the school committee thing. His brother is a paraplegic. He's been in a wheelchair forever. He's got MS, I guess, and he's always got the tube. So I know it's what you would call a feeding tube, all right? But
yeah, she doesn't have that.
All right. Well, you said from the shoulders up, I guess. So she can
So
eat
I
regular
said from
food,
the
but what is
armpits,
it?
under the armpits down, not shoulders up. You fucking.
Yeah, but where does the food go? Like, because the stomach. I'm assuming her organs don't work, but her armpits are above her stomach. I'm not trying not to.
She can like go like this, like move around,
Mhm.
and her inside works. It's her spinal. It's a spine issue. It's not a stomach issue. It's a spine issue. She's paralyzed.
So she has no problems breathing or anything like that.
No.
That's fucking awesome.
She can
Jesus
talk. She can just not walk. She can not.
No, it's kind of like these people that are paraplegic, right? Like that are the wheelchair, the MS kids, right? Like that are in a wheelchair. They never get
There's
taller
a
than
lot
like
of
3
different
feet.
people that are in wheelchairs for a reason.
Well, I think people like Menners, right? If they were born in America and stayed here, if they kept going with the sugar intake, I think they would all end up with MS. Because they're so small,
okay.
I feel like something gets stuck along the way. With that, I'm not gonna go on and on forever. But I've got another person that can't swallow.
Okay.
Imagine that, Danny. Like being a bigger boy, like weren't you a chef anyway? Imagine being a chef and not ever being able to swallow.
Yeah, that must suck.
It's like,
I had a girlfriend.
like being a
who
porn
couldn't
star.
swallow either.
I love you, Danny.
I miss you, Lindsay.
I missed you too.
You're
I
pretty good
didn't
on the.
miss
You're
you.
good on the Big Dog
I
show.
think-
Thank you. I enjoy DD a lot. He's one of my favorites.
That's a good group for you.
He's a good guy.
We try. We wrangle her down and get her ready to take it.
What?
Do you guys believe?
Fuck. Jesus Christ, Jay.
You're so fucking weird.
what do
This is
dogs
like the
do?
fourth time
What do
I've
you dogs do?
I've interacted with you in 3 months.
that doesn't make any sense. We've talked so many times before those 3 months where it just should be lumped in. This is just like you took a vacation. You took a vacation, and you're back.
Everyone
No,
needs a
I'm not
vacation.
back. You came back onto this show that I was invited onto.
Can I just touch on bladder cancer real quick?
Go for it.
Bladder, kidneys, that whole area, right? You know what the big problem is? Water. Because water stresses those parts out.
Okay.
Because like those
I
parts
can't handle
are used.
Dr. J.
Well, they're meant. I'm here. I'm only here for you. I would like to talk about the other day and everything that happened, and why Alice Shattuck now feels like she has to take the trip around the Manifarian universe. That's actually all I care about today. And also, if we could touch on the Russian Orthodox aspect of her life, because I think that's a fucking joke that her kids are gonna have to suffer. I also think about other Minifans like Adam Dupree, or even your buddy, even Robbie. I don't know if Robbie goes to church, but I just think about these kids that are gonna grow up with these minds guiding them. You know, because over the weekend there was a football game between Eastland and Billerica, and one of the parents jumped on the field because Lynn was up like 31-6, and apparently Billerica kids started hitting late at the end of the game. And I think parents like get overprotective sometimes, sure, but I don't think there's any place to be running on the field with 10-year-old kids. So I feel like when you can get to that level, you have no business coaching. Or giving advice, like Stock Talk, or talking on KMS about whatever the fuck she was talking about. And who was the other one I shit on? Robbie, Alice. I can't even talk bad about Montante. He's just trying to get. I hope he's trying to get paid. I mean, at least you're trying to raise money for fake causes. He's trying to get money in his pocket. I appreciate all of them being alive during my time on this planet, but I don't understand people like that using their platform and spewing the stuff that they spew. Like, it's like I listen and watch people like Steve Snell tell Dave Conde to like suck his dick 20 times during an episode of his wrap-up show that's dead, rest in peace. And it's almost better than listening to these individuals speak on aspects of their imagination.
You don't know what he did.
You know what tuning forks are, Danny? Any idea what I'm speaking about as far as the the forks and you tap them and like ding, and they kind of vibrate. They carry a sound. Any idea what I'm speaking of? Well, since you don't seem, yeah, I guess that is that a tuning fork? I wouldn't expect you to have them.
Ding!
Do you use tuning forks for foreplay?
That was the key of F. He said, "Go fuck yourself."
Have you gone over KMS with John? I'd love to talk if you're interested in talking about something other than anything that I'd bring to the table.
I just wish there was anyone else on here right now.
That's just your fault for thinking that anybody else wants to talk to you.
Right. That's the most correct thing you've said all night. That is correct. This is my.
I mean, that's your opinion.
This is my fault.
A lot of things are your fault. I can assure you this is not your fault. Anything that was going to happen tonight between you two and anyone else that came to the table was going to be worse without the fault that you created here. I don't think I'm here because of you, right?
I would hope not.
I mean, you're not like Gunther the Tiger Tamer, right?
Whatever that is, probably not.
I wouldn't buy a ticket to come and sit and talk to Danny and Barica, right?
Yeah, no one did.
So I think you should just appreciate what you have while you have it, because otherwise you've got nothing. Or you get drawn from Scranton, and I felt like that was a little bit worse than having nothing.
No, I enjoy talking to John.
There you go. You tolerate it. Yeah, and you enjoy talking to anyone other than me. But that's
I used to like talking to you. I was
what
on
was
Patreon.
wrong? What was wrong? You created the idea for a Patreon in my name. I didn't have that. That wasn't part of my life until you put it in my face and dangled it as if I was supposed to bite it like a piece of bacon.
I'll never do anything for you again.
I taught you that, right? Did I not?
Yeah, you taught me that some people are not what they seem.
That's a lesson you chose to derive from the teaching that you got. I'm sorry that you are.
That was a really long way to say that's a lesson, yes.
Well, it's like the Bible, and I won't get into that.
It's not like the Bible.
No, it does. This is my problem with Alex, and like everybody's idea of their religion. It's all an interpretation, right? Everybody's religion, all of them, like they're just ideas based on periods of time in regions of the world that only knew that those religions existed. You understand me?
No one understands you, Jay.
There's parts of the world that didn't know Russian Orthodox existed. There's parts of the world that knew that Judaism didn't exist, right? There's parts of the world that like where these religions started.
Who gives a fuck?
Well, they thought their story was the story. Like that's the thing is like there's these parts of the world that always felt like their story was it. And then Columbus shows up. And then Ferdinand Magellan shows up. And then you get it? You understand me? And here you are celebrating.
No, you keep saying, do you understand it? No. You're just throwing out fucking bullshit.
I'm not throwing bullshit out there. I'm trying to lay out how religion has been skewed throughout time. Because everybody's religion starts in one particular place.
Why is that?
Let's
talk more about. I want to hear more about the chicken nuggets combined with buffalo. Buffalo wings and mozzarella sticks.
I had buffalo sauce, mozzarella sticks, and chicken nuggets. And I appreciate the chicken nuggets because they're just chicken tender pieces that are like chopped up, not like a store bought frozen.
As a fat kid, I can get behind this. Okay, so tell me more. How much did that cost?
I got the receipt here. It was $12. Right.
$12.
Yeah, it's a fucking ripoff.
Did you leave a tip?
No. I don't. I'm not about it if they don't have to do anything. Like if the cook's frying the food. But if they have to make my steak, I'll give them 50 cents. What's his name? The guy they mentioned on the show today.
So
Moroso. A la Mark Moroso. He said you get 50 cents per like topping. You know.
Do you expect a tip when you deliver food?
I think that's a given. Like that's literally how we get paid.
Do you think that's right though? So did you see in Washington D.C. they're actually
they gave us an hourly, no, but they don't give us
passing a
an
law
hour.
that food servers and delivery people are actually getting basically minimum wage. So the thing is, it's passed, but it hasn't actually been implemented yet. So there's this big move towards making sure that they continue to tip people in the meantime. But I think it's shifting the whole paradigm as far as how you think about who you tip and who you don't, what they do, what they don't do. Because is the onus on the person who's purchasing the service or the goods to make sure that they're tipping commensurate upon the amount that the person is paid who's giving that service or good to them? Is it up to them to decide, like,
you need to see past the restaurant you're buying from if you're getting delivery and see right to the source that is giving you your food. So if you appreciate the service simply from restaurant to house more than the food itself, like if you care about the security, like paying for insurance on a mail item, that's like something way important that you'll pay $700 for the insurance on it when it's just a little bitty envelope, right? Same aspect. If you want me to fucking take care of your food, tip me, and you'll, that's it, and that's paying for insurance. I feel
so by that, right, we should tip the farmer who's growing the grain, and then the cattle drivers, and
go right to the farmer.
Yeah, and then probably tip the guy who actually brings the gas to the gas station, and the truck driver who then drives.
When I go to Maine now, I make sure to get a bottle of maple syrup. And I make sure to get like something that's Maine grown. Blueberries are out of season, but up until last month, I was grabbing blueberries every time I went up there, and they sucked. They were they weren't edible. Like I had to mash them up and put them in stuff. They were so small because this season, I guess they had 2 grows or whatever. I guess they pick them early in August and then again in September. Maybe they plant twice.
Yeah, blueberries go out of season around Labor Day in Maine. That's why if you look at the ones you get here in the supermarkets, they're all from California. But they're from California, to your point, most of the time, because the Maine blueberries do tend to be smaller. But your point is buy local, support local farmers, local growers, local.
It's not necessarily. It's not even just simply for the aspect of like helping your local place and throwing money into your local. It's not even just for that anymore. I almost see it as like from a health aspect, because you're eating stuff from your community. You're eating stuff that was grown in soil that's local to you. So it's almost like you're adjusting yourself to everything around you by food. Like honey. They say honey has, if it's local, it can almost help you allergy-wise. I know there's a lot more to it, and I could get into that, but I won't. But I would say, engaging in a teaspoon of honey every day, and as long as it's like a local farm type honey and not honey from, Market Basket brand from Delaware, whatever the hell. Like the honey I buy is specifically traced back from New York to Beverly. And they know the bees only hit blueberry bushes. Because they tag them, they follow them. I think that's amazing. And this is Cameo Blind Mike taught me this, Danny, because of the flu shot. The way they determine the flu shot every year. I don't know if you and I have spoken on this before. I think we might have. They just go by. They go by the wind. I was just listening to a podcast that was talking about all the hurricanes in history. There was one in Gloucester in 1879 that killed like a lot of people and knocked down a ton of forest. And then in the same year, there was like 100,000 people that died in India. And we don't talk about these things. We just wait for Katrina to happen. You see a meteor fell the other day?
Mediator?
I'll try one more subject. And I know this is a reach, okay? And it has a lot to do with military. Do you think that, like, you guys, you heard my disability chant earlier? Don't you feel like you sign up for PTSD? Like, you know it's gonna come, almost. Like, you're gonna see some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, after the fact, how much worse is, like, you know, because, like, you guys all say, oh, you don't know what war is. Okay. So I haven't seen, like, someone.
That's what everyone
cheat.
says.
A lot of the soldiers that interact with me regarding my disdain for the military aspect of the world assume that I just wouldn't be able to understand what it is to hold a gun in someone's face and shoot.
What?
But you guys, I watched Zero Dark 30, okay? I watched it.
Oh, so you know everything.
I know everything that every soldier is capable of doing.
Yep, you know everything about everyone that's ever served and what they do.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But I am gonna say that if you don't do if you don't do what those people did, they'll just find someone that's gonna do it. Like you honestly will just go somewhere else, right?
Who?
They'll find another job for you. Like if they're asking, if they're obviously gonna find the best interrogators they can find and whatnot, the best people for the job. But
sure.
If they know, like if General Dale Williams says, Danny, you're the guy, we need you to go get this information, you got to do that. If you don't,
yeah. That's the point of being in the fucking military. That's
I understand that. But understand
takes an oath.
That's when these people, when you don't do it, you making that choice is almost frowned upon. It's shy. It's looked down upon.
It's not a choice. It's an order. You follow an order.
That's where there's a lot of confusion with my because everything in that whole aspect is in order.
It's not.
I know it's simple.
We don't have it.
Even you guys don't
even. You're talking for fucking 2 hours. Let me talk for 2 seconds.
I just got here.
It feels like
I know it feels like 2 hours.
Yeah,
I know. I get it.
It's awful.
Go ahead.
We're down to 0 views. Just you and me talking. This is the worst.
Why do you look at the views? What makes you look at the views? You're 90 years old.
I'm using it as a metric, Jay.
I'm not Alice Shattuck.
We're an at-will military, right? People can join, or they don't have to join. Once they join, they take an oath. Once you take an oath, you follow orders if they're lawful. if they're
all for
unlawful,
that.
you have the right to refuse those orders. If you don't want to follow the orders, you can leave. Someday, if there's a draft again, which some people believe there might be, I don't necessarily believe that will be the case. Then you're drafted in the military, and then you have to follow orders. And based on the situation, you could be court-martialed and get into a lot of trouble if you don't follow orders.
Yeah.
But also, though, if you volunteer for the military. If you join, if you're given an order, you don't follow it. If it's a lawful order, you don't follow it, then you get in trouble.
You can be court-martialed or not.
Correct. Yeah, but it also depends on the severity of it. If it's, hey, throw that paper in the trash can versus, hey,
no. But that's my point. Is like I feel like there's a lot of people that are so terrified of saying no to these astronomical decisions, like going to Area 51 to discover a new chemical or something like that, and they get stuck in something that they don't want to be a part of, and they have to be a part of it, even if they don't want to be. Go.
Your concept of the military is very skewed. You look at how many Area 51 is like 10 guys, bro. We're talking hundreds of thousands of military members.
It's not like 10
That's
guys.
a terrible. All right, then it's a terrible example. Then.
No, it's not. It's not, man.
Most of the people in the military are fucking cleaning toilets. They're cleaning guns. They're practicing. They're running. They're doing push-ups. They're not out there killing people.
How do you? Who knows? Who cares if they kill or not? I'm not even saying they kill. You're acting as if there's nothing going on.
So what are these orders you're talking about? What are these terrible orders?
Everything that's done.
Clean the latrine in private. I don't want to. Jay said I don't have to.
I know. Like, there's reasons why people can't talk to people when they come back forever.
Right, and that's a very different situation.
I don't think it's a different situation. I think they're the same people doing the same.
So the people that clean shitters in fucking Japan have the same situation as people that fucking shot people in the head in Afghanistan.
I think they signed up for the same thing.
They did sign up.
They just didn't know what they were going to end up doing.
They both potentially could be put in those situations. The people that actually have real PSD have been in very different situations, though, from each other. What's your ultimate?
I've also seen.
I get you hate the military. If you hate the military,
I hate the idea of all militaries. I hate
then don't join it.
People
don't fucking join it.
I'm 30. I'm 34. I think I've made that decision clear.
You can actually you can actually join as late as 30.
I get it. I understand. Yeah.
There's still hope for you, Jay. We get you on as a Navy doctor, maybe. I don't know. You can teach them about the weed.
It's illegal.
Mental health.
It's illegal.
I don't know what happened.
And I wouldn't even use weed first. I'd go mushrooms. And I've never taken mushrooms. But for PTSD, that's what everybody does. You gotta dose some mushrooms. What mushrooms do is they hit the part of your brain that makes you like almost die.
Yeah.
So you end up feeling like a baby. Mushrooms, if you take the right dose.
Where are you parked?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm right outside the Museum of Science.
Are they still open?
No, but when there's traffic, it's a good place to hide out.
You found a great place up here in Avon called the Discovery Museum. You've been up there? Yeah, it's not bad.
I actually went there.
They have dinosaurs, a whirlpool.
As a kid. Yeah, I remember the aspect of it all.
There's actually there's a big Lego exhibit on Newbury Street. I think I might take my son there. He's big into Legos these days. Legos and Star Wars, actually. Mutagen is a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing.
Is it at the Discovery Zone?
Damn it, you found the mute button. Fuck!
No, I was
No,
taking my headphones off.
It's on Newbury Street. It's like this brick
Yeah, I
exhibit.
saw that. I saw that the other day.
Did you actually? Did you
But
like see it
there's
when you drove by it?
Yeah, but there was like no line or nothing, so I assumed it was not like ready.
I think it just opened. It's open till April, I think.
So it's not even open.
No, it just
looks
opened. It's open right now.
Okay. Well, not right now. It's midnight, but
Okay, if you want to get
yeah,
literal,
I get you.
Dick.
I understand. I understand. I have a
some
point.
You're getting some sun damage there, Jay. I'm worried about your freckles.
Sun damage?
Yeah, those are precancerous lesions. Those are actinic keratoses.
We weren't gonna get deep into bladder cancer, but can I just go to bladder cancer for 2 seconds and get that shit out of the way?
Yeah, I gotta pee. I'm gonna let you do that.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead. I'll time you. So listen. Well, thank you for joining Good versus Evil. I am the one, the only. And this is Good versus Evil. We are here live to tape with Danny and Bill Ricca, my supposed mentor in all aspects of chefness. When I see him, I think of Down Periscope and the chef, Rob Schneider, screaming at him about whatever. We've talked about that before. I'm going to get deep into bladder cancer. And I just want people to understand that your bladder is meant to be filled and emptied. And filled and emptied. And when you empty it, it's supposed to have, like, I guess, nasty stuff. Because the kidneys filter out the shit that, like, you can't digest. And it goes through your bladder. So we'll look into how nasty that stuff can get, but I am willing to bet when the parts before your bladder, like your kidneys and your lymphs, and when they all start to get uglies, like from other parts of your body, like bacteria that is loose as a goose, or you get yeast infections. Yeast infections are big with bladder cancer. Yeast infections, I feel like, are probably the biggest cause of bladder cancer. Because, like, you start to get old and you start to not clean that stuff going on down there. And it's like you start to leave the pee and the stuff and it starts to grow the yeast and it's just yuckiness. And imagine that going on inside. And then you add sugar in the diet. That yeast gets bigger, bigger, and bigger. And then it starts to seep through your skin. And that's where corns come from. That is bladder cancer. And then it just goes everywhere. Don't quote me on that. Just know that, like, if the part of your body that's emptying your liquids is nasty, maybe drink better liquids. Fast for a few days. Starve the bladder. And then start giving it some good stuff to flush through. Like some beet juice. Some dark cherry juice. Some papaya juice. Buy Athletic Greens, Lindsay's uncle. Seriously. Whoever that is. And Lindsay's sister, I wouldn't be shocked if she got a problem with the vagus nerve. Yeah, ideas that don't get thrown out. And I apologize for being a bit extreme. As soon as Mr. and Bill Ricca comes back, I would like to touch on the football thing I ranted on a little while ago. And then I'll just get into the reptilian factor with Sherry Schreiner. And I will end. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh man, there's just so many things on my mind. I'm glad that this is happening.
Yeah.
The paralysis thing bugs me because like I was also having a vision this morning about like people in the past, like in the Salem witch trials. There's a story where the community was getting, I guess, fumes from ergot from fields of grain that had lots of mushroom type fungus growing on it. So like they were hallucinating, they were all sick, they were all hungry, they were all tired, they were all telling each other lies. And it was all fueled by this thing in the air.
Sounds like GV.
I don't know what to say about GV.
I'm worried about your nose, Jay. Those look like basal cell carcinomas. Do you wear sunscreen?
I would never, ever touch anything like that to my skin.
Wow. You're making a big mistake.
No.
The fact is, skin cancer down in the deep dermis can be 10 times larger than the lesion on the skin.
Do you know why?
You actually could be dying right now. You wouldn't even know.
I think I'd have a lot of other stuff before skin cancer.
Well, it could happen coincidentally. Like,
can we stop saying the word cancer on my show, please?
On your show? Okay. Yeah, sure. Sure.
Is it? Well, I mean,
let's hear. How many cancers do I want to hear about? Oh, your cancer.
Do you know my idea of cancer? I'm just gonna spew my idea of cancer. I just said it. I know you weren't here, but my idea of cancer, and I said this to my dad when he got cancer a few fucking months ago, and he was over it in a third of the time that the doctors told him that he was gonna be over it. Okay, and the point I'm gonna make is, when you're unhealthy to a point, you're a lot more susceptible to parts of your body being like almost opening a gate. Like imagine like
I agree with that.
Brain trauma, right? You hit your head, part of your head is open for a second. Like you get a cut, right? Part of your body's open. Mm-hmm. Anything can get in it. Anything.
Sure. Yep.
So the healthier your skin is, quote unquote, and where I'm saying healthy, with the more plethora of bacteria, the more plethora of probiotic bacteria your body has, the smarter your skin can be to react to things that would hurt your body. So when that happens on the inside, it's even easier for your body to start to like multiply cells. You don't have power to play with the computer, but can I send you something and you just look at it for 5 minutes?
Yeah, no, I have no power.
I'm gonna send you a link. Give me 1 second. You can. The floor is yours. I want you to just look over this. You have Facebook, right?
Yeah.
You're not that old. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to look at it. Whatever.
Oh, I just said I'd look at it. Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. If you look at it, I'm gonna grab it real quick and send it to you. My buddy. It's not really my buddy, but my internet mentor on the healthy living aspect of life recently pushed out a book regarding pregnancy and babies, mainly to just like throw out a baby formula recipe
in babies or pregnancy of babies.
Pregnancy in babies.
Pregnant babies.
I'm not going to get into my thoughts on that, but I've been alerted that through my research in the alien realm that we are all just vessels. Like we have a mentality, we have an identity.
You're losing me. What are you sending me? Let's go.
Hold on. Let me get it.
I'm not dealing with pregnant babies. I'm sorry.
You know that's not what I was saying. You put that idea in my head. See, that's the thing. You can't put the fucking
said
fish
the
on the
words.
line and expect me
No,
not to
that's
fight.
not fucking fair.
I said
You said the word pregnant babies.
and
I questioned
babies.
you. I said,
And
did you say
babies.
pregnant babies? And you
You
said
took
yes.
my Spanish
Pregnant babies.
list
And
and
you're
you
like,
turned it
well, the
upside down.
alien things and the fucking thing, and this fucking doctor said that your mind's fucking right. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, one other thing. I'm gonna send you this thing right now. This is about cancer. It describes cancer and this guy that has helped save people's lives. Besides the point, he wrote a
So
book
we're talking
regarding
about
pregnancy.
paralysis after this? We're talking cancer, then paralysis.
A lot of the stuff that he provides for growing a baby, like the idea of growing a baby, like alternative stuff other than formula
Baby
in the
and
book.
a baby. So to make a baby pregnant?
Hey, it's probably possible. I don't want to keep thinking about this.
You
It's
said
gonna give me
aliens can do it,
PTSD.
right? Alien babies have other alien babies. That's how aliens make so many babies, because they don't have time to grow up. They have to make more babies while they're little baby aliens, and then they can make more
Imagine feeding a preemie. They take a lot less food, right? If you could keep it alive.
Yeah, I've done it, Jay. It's they have small little
Get it?
stomachs. Yes.
So when that is like shown to be possible in this world, I feel like it's disgusting to think about now that you put it in my head. But if you were able to feed a 6-inch baby, you know, like if we could figure out how to get a baby out of a mom in 7 months, don't you think moms would like sign up for that? If there was like a 1,000% guaranteed formula to start feeding a baby at 7 months instead of 9.
Yeah, it happens all the time in this country, Jay.
I know, but not on purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so like if you could start selling that, and maybe
So you start selling having preemies. How is that?
Start selling the idea to have babies earlier to acclimate them to our world sooner, so that we can have babies.
And to get them out of the mother sooner.
Not for lack of health or anything like that, just simply because it's possible, and we've advanced into civilization. We're not in 1952. I think that if it's possible,
so you're talking,
why not do it?
If a baby could be born at 7 months just as healthily and just with the same percentage of survival and not having issues as they could be at 9 months, then
you said you did it, right?
Yeah, it wasn't fucking on purpose. My point is, though, I think what you're trying to say
It kind of could be. It kind of could be on purpose. Like, I'm sure your diet and your wife's diet and your whole gene factor had a lot to do with the way the baby came out, right?
Let me amend that. My son was not a premature baby. He had issues when he was born. But my
like what?
But
jaundice or like breathing shit, heart shit.
It was breathing and heart shit.
Did he look okay?
Yeah, he looked fine.
So that's the other thing is like if they don't,
doesn't matter what you look like if you don't have the fucking vital signs.
But if they don't have any problems, like looking wise, I guess now, I mean, all they have to do now is measure your fucking heartbeat. They could tell a zillion fucking things. But back in the day, they wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't have known. They wouldn't have known.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? So
I get that part, but that's not the point you were making before. What the fuck point?
No, the point is that they wouldn't have known, but they would have still known. Then it is. It's exactly the point. Is that
they would have still known.
They would have still fed it the same. Like they would have been able to give it the best possible help.
So you're saying healthcare has evolved over time. I agree with you.
I don't even think that. I know. I don't even think that. I think that I don't know if this is very much related, and I still need to get that cancer thing for you. But I think that you can tie these two things together. You can tie these two things together. You can tie these two things together. I recently gone this route. Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes. All right. So,
You've taken. Okay.
I've learned that.
Is that dog alive?
No, it's the dead. I actually went back to Mississippi and picked up the one that I found over there.
That would actually be funny. That would actually be funny. You
Shut up.
Shut
up. Stop.
That would have been good. Jay, that would have been a good bit. That would have been a good bit.
It's amazing I thought of it.
All right, you're trying to give yourself way too much credit here. We're grading on a curve.
I don't want any credit. I want you to stop talking so I can get this out.
I'm the one talking.
We feed our animals. This is. I want you to relate this to the baby factor with the early baby.
30 seconds to make one coherent point. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off forever.
I
GVA Network ever again.
I buy dog food. There's millions of different kinds of pet food. The cat food I buy has 34% minimum crude protein per a cup of kibble. Okay, when I buy dog food on the back, it's always like 10% less.
10 seconds.
So I'm telling you that we have been starving our animals, and that's why they are the way that they are. We almost treat them as like slaves.
So that's why you have a dead dog in the back of your car.
We ration them. We ration their food so that they behave.
Is that dog alive or not?
Blaze. Yes.
Blaze, of course.
He moved.
Did he move? I haven't seen proof. You've been fucking yelling at me for half an hour, and the dog hasn't fucking moved. Have you fed it water? Have you let it go pee?
So by adding,
you sit here and lecture us about how terrible we are, and you have a fucking mistreated animal in the back of your car.
Not mistreated. This is all right.
Bruins game. You went to Bruins game for fucking 3 hours. 8 winks for
I
another
did not go to the game. I was delivering food in the area.
Right.
I was
So
delivering
that dog
food.
was sitting back there, not moving for 5 hours.
No, I literally just put him in the car before I got the nuggets.
You have so much skin cancer in your fucking nose, it makes me sick.
Nobody has skin cancer. Skin cancer is
all
a
over your
dumbass
fucking face.
idea.
You're gonna fucking die.
You don't
of skin
even.
cancer. You're gonna die. Mark my words.
You can't get skin cancer if you don't put stuff in your body that its only way of getting out is through
Tom
your
Brady.
skin.
Okay, Tom Brady.
You see, you don't even get how skin cancer works.
Good luck with.
You
I
don't
fucking
even
very
get it.
much understand. Dude, 100 fucking million people die a year of skin cancer in this
Because
world.
they're retarded. Because they don't take biopsies of their fucking skin parts.
Because they don't put fucking sunscreen on, you fucking moron.
No. If you put sunscreen on, then your body never learns how to fucking take the vitamin D and then make melanin. So then you never develop a tan.
5 or 6, yeah, if you're dark enough where you can actually defend.
No, there's no dark enough or not. I know white people that get dark. No, we're all supposed to tan and develop melanin. Everybody that is alive is supposed to develop melanin inside their body.
Correct.
It's
If
up
you're not
to
albino, if you're not albino, you do develop melanin.
no,
You're correct.
it's just it's not. This is what I'm saying is like we starve ourselves of amino acids just like we starve dogs of vital nutrients. And
anything.
It's what I'm saying about the babies. Like you can get a 7-month-old baby coming out of the womb and you can feed it the best possible food, right? And it will grow to be as fat as you. All right? No problem whatsoever.
We'll make some money on this. We'll make some money on that, I think.
On having the early babies?
We start cutting babies out of moms at 7 months.
I honestly think that if you fed a mom healthy enough for 5 months, like I'm telling you, like you feed them strict diets and nothing nasty, like nothing. Like you're thinking, like like no, I don't like healthy kale and shit. Like I don't even think you have to do that because I don't eat that shit. And all of a sudden,
and you had a baby at 7 months.
No, I just feel like I'm really healthy.
What is your point? Yeah, you look very healthy with all the fucking skin cancer all over your fucking face. It's probably in your bladder by now.
I don't.
You have eye cancer too. You have corneal cancer.
One of the biggest ways to get skin cancer is to put stuff on your skin that can't get out. Like your skin will absorb it.
That's why you use natural sunscreens, right? Coconut oil.
No,
And the type.
I
the type
started using. Actually, last year was the first year I put coconut oil on my skin, and it felt good.
Yeah, because it's very natural.
I
It's
feel
good
like
for your skin.
everyone in the world should
Jay,
switch to
Jay, you have to
coconut
stop.
oil
You have
for
to stop.
anal
You have to
lube.
stop reverting to these absolutes. If you do this, then you're gonna die. If you do this, then you're terrible. If you do this, your baby's gonna have a baby, and it's gonna have a baby, and then 7 months of blah.
You brought up the babies having babies thing. Hold on, let me find the
No,
cancer.
you said
No,
it twice. John, the producer. Where's John, the producer? John, the producer.
Don't call him that. That's too much credit.
John, the producer is here. He lost his glasses.
Oh, he's here?
You said twice. Twice. You said the babies that have babies.
No, I didn't. You took that and ran with it.
Pull the tape. Pull the tape.
I'm getting you the cancer thing. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
This is big information. This is big information. This is like changing the narrative on life.
Uh-huh.
Because he's even talking about from an aspect that I won't even talk about. Like I talk about bacteria and probiotics. This guy's just talking about just eating fruits and fasting.
He's
like
probably
starving.
Right. He's probably right. He's probably right.
If you look at the post that I
even
just
you don't
sent
do
you,
that shit. Even you don't do that.
I do all of it.
Where is it?
I do
Okay,
all
great.
of it.
You just fucking ate chicken nuggets coated in fucking batter, coated in buffalo sauce, coated in sugar, coated in amino acids, coated in fucking MSG. You're gonna fucking lecture me on what to eat? Give me a fucking break.
I do that like almost on purpose so then you can do this. But like everything else, like look at this. You can't talk like because you
Where
wouldn't
did you
even
send-
drink this.
Where did you send?
I sent it on Twitter. It's a link to a Facebook post of my buddy Brian McCaskill in Lynn, owner of Herb. It's a tweet DM, a Twitter DM. I can put it here in the chat. There you go. It's in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Good versus Evil Overtime. I am here live with Danny Barica. Sorry.
I'm glad we finally got over.
This is the first episode in a while.
Oh my God.
Within
This is
the
one of
next
these crazy people tweets.
You think he's crazy? He actually posted the pictures of all the people that have posted their results. Like he's put
This actually
Right.
very well. I'm going to be fair. I'm always fair, Jay. By the way, you'll admit that.
No,
right?
unfortunately, you're not honest. You're fair. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'd say they're commensurate.
Not even close.
But this looks like one of these crazy people things.
You use words to describe things without warrant. Like crazy doesn't even describe anything.
Oh, you
just
would,
because it's a different way of thinking.
Mhm.
The results, the DMs and results that he posts, and the people that are grateful for the results.
You fucking hypocrite.
Can't be denied.
You're a fucking hypocrite.
How so? Because I eat chicken nuggets?
No, because of what you just said. You said that I don't change my mind based on new information. You don't even accept new information. You won't even listen to it.
Everything I've learned in the past 2 years is new information.
Well, it's when you wake up every day not remembering, that helps.
I remember everything. People hate me because I remember everything.
All right. So to be fair, there's you do remember some things. Although I think sometimes you
I
remember.
have an elephant memory.
All right. So is there an actual like white paper here, like peer reviewed?
I don't think that he's a real doctor. Even in the baby book that he wrote, he has like pages in the beginning that says I'm
Great.
not a
No,
doctor.
sounds credible then. Sounds credible.
I don't think it needs to be credible for people that don't need it. if you were desperate and your baby was on a table and they were ready to stick it with a needle with euthanasia, I think that if you had an alternative as such, you'd go towards it. But some people feel like there's not. And that's where I'm at with animals too. I feel like people that put animals down are the worst. Because they feel like their animals don't have a chance when they don't even feed them appropriately.
Like the one in your back seat.
He eats better than you. He actually had a quarter of salmon, a quarter of.
He hasn't been
sockeye
awake in
salmon
5
today.
hours, bro.
He went to sleep literally right before the Nuggets got ordered. Shut up.
What? What did he do the entire Bruins game?
I ordered the Nuggets. I didn't go to the game.
You said you did, so you're a liar.
No, I didn't. I said I was at the Garden
You're like,
and I was doing an order.
The Garden is such a great game, BA. Fuck you, BA.
I said it was an amazing game. I didn't say it was bad. I can't afford Bruins tickets. I buy too much weed.
There's so much skin cancer in my face. Basal
Someone that
cell
doesn't
carcinoma.
understand how cancer works. It's amazing how you want to continue.
It's terrible.
This has been overtime. Daniel Baruka doesn't believe that cancer is not just bacteria that's escaped certain organs and gotten into other places that it doesn't belong. He wants to keep mongering.
I mean, that's pretty much the definition of cancer. You're not believing what I'm saying.
You use the word to scare people when the word doesn't even it's like autism. Autism is a bunch of different disorders.
Yeah.
And they don't want to say that you have 18 disorders, so they just say, "Oh, you have autism."
Those are two. I agree with you on that one, Jay.
The same thing with cancer. Cancer.
No, that's very different. Very different.
No, it's not, because
It's
cancer.
literally malignant cells multiplying uncontrollably.
How do they get there, though? You
That's
have
not
to
where-
feed
that
them.
wasn't the question. That wasn't the fucking
That's
question.
what that
bro.
post is telling you. The post that I'm telling you is
Oh
it literally says that if I know that you're saying, but the malignant cells don't start multiplying if you don't feed them.
I understand. That's a different argument.
So once you find out you have cancer,
I'm also not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying you.
it isn't.
Actually,
It's proven to
everything
not
you
be
just said-
wrong. It's just
Okay.
by using chemo, you're feeding the cancer.
So we just agreed. Great.
We don't agree, because you see these things as astronomical, where anyone could just not have cancer if they wanted, if they really just didn't want it anymore. But they don't want to stop smoking, or they don't want to stop eating table time apple pies.
Wait. You're right. Let's call Dana-Farber and tell people if they don't want to have cancer anymore, just tell them to stop.
I listened to Christian Fourier today bullshit about fucking diabetes for 24 hours. That
But,
was worse.
No, legitimate
That was
question.
worse.
So, Jay, but was that a type 2 thing?
I don't care what type it is. It's like, in my head, I know I'm gonna be wrong in every fucking aspect, and I don't know why I'm swearing a lot. I just feel like Dave Connie. But
I don't like it.
Doesn't
suit you well.
I've
You
been
don't-
better.
you
I've
use
been
it as a-
better because
you
I
use
haven't
it as
been passionate about much.
I mean, Jay, there's two people that swear. You have people that use it as a emphasizer.
No, I'm passionate about this. I really care about this.
You're using it more as a crutch, though.
No, I hate that people think cancer is a real term. I hate it.
Well, I hate to
And
tell
I'm-
you, cancer. The word cancer is technically a real term. Yes.
That it's accepted as a term, like corona, like COVID. Like it's an accepted term for a killer virus when it's just a flu-like virus that had a great host.
All right. So would you rather have cancer or would you rather have COVID?
I would welcome both.
Okay. Please
In any
bring it on. So here's what we're gonna do.
I feel like I've had worse. I've been raped.
Perfect.
And she had like 20 things.
You can get raped too. All right, so 1 week
but
from now,
how do I not have
meeting the
something from
minds.
that?
Meeting the minds. So Jay's going to get raped, get COVID, and get cancer, and we're going to see what
I've already
happens.
done
He
all
claims he can
three.
beat it just by not believing in it.
I've done all three. I've had to have
Do all
two.
three at once. Can we throw on some AIDS? How about some AIDS? AIDS on top. Boop, 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 boop.
Explain AIDS. Explain. That guy's got an AIDS article too. Type his name in and put AIDS. How AIDS is
Perfect.
not real.
AIDS isn't real. AIDS probably isn't real. I mean, look at Magic Johnson. He's still alive, right?
He never had AIDS.
Yeah. Neither did Tom Cruise.
No, but they were HIV positive. If you look up what those words mean, you can understand the science of what their
Right.
body
HIV
was going
is
through.
not AIDS.
No, they're not. But you understand, like when you break down these words, when you break down like what diabetes is and like how it happens and where insulin is
let's put some
created,
diabetes up.
and
So we'll
because
have AIDS, we'll have cancer, we'll have diabetes, we'll have other. Wait, can we have cancer in multiple organs, or do you just skin cancer? Or do you want? Oh, you asked for bladder cancer too, so we'll do bladder cancer.
if you're breaking down your cell walls, you're gonna have cancer everywhere.
Sure, yeah, that is technically true. But you
Cancer-
claim you can beat all that by not believing in it. So we're going to give you all of them next week, and then we'll see what wins.
If you don't believe in those terms,
which one kills you?
it's like calling baseball football. All right. If you don't call baseball football ever, right, you have to call it something. Okay. So it would end up being called something else. I don't know what. Bat ball. Okay. But they would call it something more based on what it does scientifically.
Okay. All right. So
not
it's a good,
throw
it's a good
this
call.
big scary word out there
All right,
just to
that's
scare
fair.
people.
That's fair. So we'll have malignant cells 1, malignant cells 2, malignant cells 3, malignant cells 4.
Like literally call it
cells 5, malignant
feeding
cells 6.
Feeding tumor
Malignant
cell
cells-
disease, right? Like
feeding malignant tumor cells 1. That's really hard to say though, and especially once you have malignant tumor cells.
sugar
And then you
intake.
have to add an area. See the sugar. So you want to get the sugar. That's fine. Is there a cause? Yes. Is there an effect? Yes. The effect is cancer. If you want to argue like, oh, you live so bad, like you got cancer because you're a fucking asshole. You smoke
I
cigarettes.
believe that the cells are bacteria. I know that we see cells as cells and they're just these like little bubbles and we call them cells. I know it's hard to grasp, and I know that you're seeing skin cancer as skin cancer and not thousands of layers of probiotics that have congealed. That's how I see it.
I can view. You're on camera right now. I can see your fucking skin cancer in my fucking face. That's what
If you look when you look at people's skin,
I could
under a
biopsy one of those
microscope,
fucking things, and we'd find fucking malignant tumors.
you
right
would
in your
find probiotics that came out of a cow's ass. That's what you would find.
Right,
That's what
fine,
I'm
fucking
telling
die
you.
from cancer, Jay. Who gives a fuck? Like, fuck yourself. Go. Fine. Die from everything. We're all gonna die eventually, right?
No, we aren't. No, we all aren't gonna die. No,
You'll be like a
I
lobster.
think
You'll be like a lobster. You'll live forever.
this conversation, unfortunately, is going to keep me alive until YouTube dies. Okay.
I will put money on it. I will bet on Jay because I'd like to not to, but yeah, you'll outlive us all probably.
What's life to you? Like, why do you think, like, just by being in the reality that you are, that's being alive? Like, why can't you grasp that there's more than your 80 years of life?
So
here.
80 years. I appreciate 80 years. Thank you.
What has taught you to accept that that's all there is?
That all
and be content with it. Like that Earth is it, and the United States is it, and Billerica is it, and you have a house and that's it, and you get married and that's it, and you have a kid and that's it, and like, you get it. Like the basic life story for you is it, right? And here you are with me because pretty much it's all you got.
Yeah, that's all I got.
So
That's all I got.
no
That's all I got.
judgment
No,
zone
no,
whatsoever.
that's fine. No, you didn't just spend the last 30 seconds judging me. Glad to hear your dog's still alive.
This has been a weird thing today where he's been waking up out of naps and raged. Like as if like
Nothing to do with his owner.
No, well, maybe.
So you just so Jay, you often talk about not putting people in a bubble. You just pretty much just sum me up in a couple sentences. That's fine.
It's easy to sometimes.
Yeah, sure. I'm a very simple person.
No, it's not that you're simple. It's that we have this generation of people that have just accepted what is.
And what you think I'm accepting things, Jay?
I think that we have an idea of. I won't go American Dream because I don't think that's a thing anymore. But we have an idea of what life is, and that's what people look forward to. And
Okay, what's your idea? What's your idea of life, Jay?
I don't have much of an idea of it because when I put life in a box,
so much better than mine.
I don't care if it's better or not. I think it has to.
Well, you just fucking called me out for mine being
I think it has to be purposeful. I think there has to be something like your Twitter.
Who defines that purpose, Jay?
I think you have to know what it is, but you have to be open to finding it at the same time. Like the Da Vinci Code inside of you, but you don't. By living in the reality that is, you don't allow yourself that even the slightest chance of even finding it.
How the fuck do you know that? How the fuck do you know that?
Because this whole world.
You just told me you have no idea what your purpose is of life, but you're going to judge mine. That makes zero sense.
I don't think anybody that's still here knows what their purpose is because
of course they don't. Of course they don't. But why are you so insecure that you call me out for my lack of purpose? And you can.
I don't think I'm insecure.
And it's a wife. Look, Jay, have I ever once made fun of you for what you do or don't do or your job or anything?
Probably.
No, actually, I have not.
I've never
once.
Even if you didn't make fun of it, it would still all be factual.
Jay.
Like, you get it?
Can you listen for a second?
I'll try.
Okay. You and I have talked online for probably way too long, 2 years, 2+ years, whatever.
Yeah.
I made fun of your dead dog. I didn't actually make fun of your skin cancer. Called that out.
I've never had skin cancer.
There are plenty of people that have called you names that have made fun of what you do or don't do.
Okay.
They've talked about your profession, your family, your background, all those things. Have I ever done that once to you?
I don't know. Elvis is with me practically every day.
Ask Elvis. Ask Elvis if I've actually ever called you a name or made fun of you.
I think that he's nicer to me than you could ever be. And I say worse stuff to him.
Probably. But my point, Jay, here is you sit here, you demean me. You talk about
I'm
how
not
I don't have
demeaning you. I'm trying to rip you out of your turtle shell. But I do it this way because otherwise
you're in your own fucking turtle. You're in your own fucking turtle shell. You just admitted it.
Maybe it is. But
stop throwing fucking stones out of your own little turtle shell.
No, I'll always throw stones because I have a great arm.
I'm sure you have a wonderful arm.
I know that
you have a very nice mustache.
I've been given an opportunity here.
Okay.
And even if it's sprouted from Westland, it's still an opportunity that I feel like I should have taken advantage of 10 years ago. No, at the latest. So if I have, the capacity to do this now,
I feel like there's no other time to do it because my mind is in a place where everything that we have ever learned is a complete lie. And there's millions of sources now to back it up. And you're still around saying terms like cancer and autism and blah and having no hope for the future. Just accepting what the last 20 years has decided our future could be.
You just put so many words and terms in my mouth. Jay, stop projecting for a second.
I'm not putting terms in your mouth. I'm putting terms in the generation that is.
Okay, and you're making me that.
Like people think kids are supposed to grow up and go to college.
Oh my
That's
God!
literally
Stop.
what people think they're supposed to do.
Great.
That's
okay.
the world.
Have you ever asked me if I agree with that? You put those words in my mouth.
You wouldn't have more than 3 options for your family's aspect of growing.
God, you fucking pigeonhole people left and right.
There's not many options for a parent to look forward for their kids. Like join the military, they go to college, or they get a trade. Well, give me 5 more. Like you're an idiot. You're trying too hard. There's nothing else to do. You go to dentist school. Like what else is there after you graduate high school?
Take a deep breath.
There's nothing else.
Take a deep breath.
Or you go to yoga. You go become a yogi.
Actually, that sounds good. You know
no,
what?
it doesn't. I don't even believe in that because it's bullshit.
What do you believe in, Jay?
I believe in people finding their peace.
Okay.
Minus the bullshit, minus the fakeness, minus everything around them, like interfering with that peace. And who knows? Peace is not peace and quiet. All right, peace could be you with a baby back rib plate. Like that's fine. It's not what I'm getting at. It's that once you find that, that's you. Like you may have a baby, you may have a radio show, you may have made a couple fight songs here and there, but you're baby rack rib Dan. And I don't know why people are so.
Okay, why can't you talk about yourself for a second?
Because I did that.
You're yelling at me about stuff like
all the time.
I know. So have a little bit of self-confidence.
My self-confidence is never needed to be questioned. I don't.
I actually disagree with that. I disagree with that because all I try to do is I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to. Okay, you can yell at me. Oh, don't help me. I'm trying to talk about anything else, and you just keep
You're telling me that cancer is a word that should still be used, and I'm trying
to. Jay, that was fucking 2 hours ago, bro. And then you're telling me about.
Haven't even been here for 2 hours.
All right. So what is the plan? Actually, I've been here for 2 hours and 9 minutes. What's the plan for finding peace? How would you find peace? How would you? Jay's
Stop
Mayhem.
mongering. Stop saying cancer. Stop promoting Santa Claus. Stop pretending Thanksgiving is a real fucking day. Stop promoting Christopher. Lies. I'm telling you. People like you, 80-year-old white guys, stop lying to your kids. So that when they grow up, they understand.
It's not your fault.
That
Jay,
people that aren't their skin color
not your fault.
Are still
not your
here.
Fault.
Yeah,
it's not your fault.
That doesn't make sense.
It's not your fault.
Not how it works.
It's not your fault.
You don't get to turn this into a therapizing session when
it's not your fault.
The world, the way it is going to continue because people like you want to continue spewing the lies that be.
It's not your fault.
It's not your
fault. It's not your fault.
Sorry that you feel like that. It's good to push the narrative.
Your fault.
White power.
Your fault. It's not your fault.
I'm sorry that your family raised slaves and you don't want your kids to understand that.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Yeah, they don't have a choice. You buckle them in and they ride on the boat
and then you put them in your basement, and they farm when you tell them. How could that be my fault, Mr. and Bill Ricca?
That's not your fault.
You even sealed the slave shuttle. That was good.
It's not your fault.
Slave shuttle. The slave train railroad passage.
It's not
Shut.
your fault.
You shut the door.
It's not your fault.
You locked them in the ground.
It's not your fault.
6 feet
It's
under.
not your fault. It's not your
And
fault.
you said that's why you dug a railroad tunnel 6 feet under, so that you
It's not
could
your
have
fault.
barbecue 6 feet under, because you've never had a barbecue underground.
It's not your fault.
So you fulfilled your dream by creating an underground railroad barbecue.
It's not your fault.
This has been Good versus Evil.
It's not
Danny
your fault.
Liquor cooked people in his underground railroad. What did you
It's
do
not your
today?
fault. It's not your fault.
It's a crutch.
not your fault.
If I've ever smelled a crutch, that's a sweaty. That's a sweaty ass Bill Ricca crutch.
Fault. It's not your
Don't you think that I was taught that once I came over on my tire?
It's not your fault.
My dad literally blames everything on me.
It's not your fault. It's not your
So
fault.
like, once he started to learn that it was his fault and not my fault, I learned that nothing was my fault and everything was just because I was taught the wrong way.
It's not your fault.
So like, it's cute that you found this crutch to lean on, but it's really not ever my fault.
You're right.
I learned that a long time ago. Because, yeah, you can't do the things you do without learning them from somewhere. Like the Bible. But yeah. So keep continuing to spew lies to the future, and I'll be here, letting you know that all you do is lie to the future.
It's not your fault.
I remember in the beginning of COVID when all the nurses couldn't stand the idea of someone like myself understanding the way viruses transmit. It's the same thing. I'm a virus, and you're not understanding that no matter what you pretend to play around with as far as being my fault or me being nuts or me, I won't come on here and spew bullshit anymore. I'm not going to promote fake terms, fake fights, fake bullshit between podcast relationships with you and Alice Fatfuck and Tom Shatsuck and yeah, Freddie Adu. You're just a sad man. I like you, but you're sad. I want more for you. Stop pretending that someone like me, who like, I would like to cuck for you. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like, I think that you just need a thrill through someone else. You know what I mean? I once had, I'll end the show on this. I once had an idea of like a Bang bus. You know Bang bus,
Mm-hmm.
but like for hospice, like one last bang type thing. All right.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. With other
And
people that have cancer.
I feel like sex is almost an antioxidant where you'd probably get enough blood flow going where your cancer would get killed by the oxygen flow of the sex. But besides the point. Yeah, so with this, like yeah. I think that it would work in another aspect where like see Jack Nicholson, Morgan Freeman, Bucket List.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where like we could do like a cucket list, a cuckold list, where dads that be can sign up to live through like a 22-year-old out of college, and maybe you could like even foster them for like 2 months in Greece or something. Where you get to go abroad for end of life experience. You get to go with Charlie from Harvard on his abroad trip to Australia for one last life on the wild side.
So this is your big idea?
I think it would work for older statesmen that have no life to live for anymore.
You're saying I need a purpose.
I think that we all need a purpose.
Of course we do, Jay. That's what I was fucking saying this entire
But
time.
when you live the way my father lives, and the way you live, and the way most elderly over 32-year-old men think that they live with kids, I think that like if you were just given some type of hope, whether it be through the radio or through KMS or through like a buy a Mexican to Australia.
You're such a bigot.
I don't even know what that means.
It means that you make assumptions of people based on who you think they are.
I make assumptions on everything, not just people.
Mm-hmm.
But then they don't hold water. They're all
exactly all the assumptions you make are fucking stupid because they
no,
don't.
but they're all actual. They've all happened. I'm not making up something that's never happened.
You're stereotyping. You're bigoting. You don't get to know anyone.
Stereotyping to any particular race, color, or creed. I think I'm stereotyping to older men that have kids and don't try to do things they would do if they weren't in that situation anymore. Mainly because they just feel like they did the right thing. Because that's part of the way of living that we were brought to believe is the way of living. You know, this is what I'm saying. It's like the cancer thing. Like, if you accept cancer for being a death-eating disease, that's what it's going to be. If you have accept the American dream for doing all the things that I said, then that's what it's going to be. But you sacrifice finding your peace, finding your harmony, finding your frequency to resonate towards being something that never will die. And that's where I am with death and that whole aspect of people choosing. You choose your death. I think that's where I am with like you and me, and this whole thing is like, you don't need me to be nice to you ever. You have a great life without me. You know what I mean? We can communicate, we can cooperate, but we don't necessarily need each other for anything. And I like that being set in stone.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
so why are you so combative with me?
Because I don't appreciate people of your ideology not accepting alternative thinking for being
okay. So
better.
tell me what my ideology is.
Said that the guy's post that I sent you was crazy. It looked crazy when everything in it is scientific truth.
Okay,
but because it's not written by.
Can I put it this way, Jay?
I don't even care if you look at it or read it. It's not about that. It's just because it didn't say.
That's not my ideology.
MD, huh?
Dr. Oz? That would be even
because
crazier.
It didn't say it was from a doctor. Because it didn't say it was from somebody from Harvard. You don't believe
it was a
it
was a Facebook. It was a Facebook post.
I get it. I get it.
Which looks like it's from your fucking nutty ass aunt. That's why it looked crazy.
I get it.
If that's if you define that as ideology, then you're a fucking retard.
I define you taking in something and not having it mean anything because it came from Facebook and it looks like it does. You don't accept that way of thinking, those ideas, simply because of the way you found it, because it wasn't in Health Magazine. Like it doesn't matter where the information is. You could hear it from a bum on the street. If the bum on the street heard a doctor talk about the solution to COVID, you wouldn't take it with a grain of salt. You wouldn't do that because it came from a bum. That's my problem. Is like, why does it matter?
No, your problem is you don't listen to what I'm saying.
It shouldn't matter where the information comes from. It should matter that you are now more intelligent because you read information.
There's a couple things here.
Uh-huh.
One is it does depend on where the information comes from.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It depends.
It can come from anyone.
It could come from anyone. It's a matter of you vetting that anyone and understanding that it's not Kirk Minahan with a one. It's Kirk Minahan.
Which means that it does matter.
But that's why it doesn't matter, because you're smart
yelling
enough
about
to understand that it's not the right source. Then you know it's not the right source, but you're smart enough to know that. It doesn't matter because you've already made up your mind, I feel like. Once you swallow that information.
The king of the man who is always made up his mind on whatever the fuck he thinks before anyone can tell him anything else. That's you, Jay.
Yeah. Because my mind.
You don't listen to a fucking argument from anyone. Yeah, it is.
It's usually, I usually won't talk unless I feel like I already have the answer to what I'm talking about.
Oh, you think you have the answer to everything?
No, I feel like I've heard something that goes with what is being talked about, and I try to relate it as best as I can with things I've seen.
And the source doesn't fucking matter. And
the source is usually very, very popular in the world at the moment. Whether it be
that makes it right then.
Talk or Netflix or a Facebook post like that, where people stand behind it that have been helped by it.
That's a great way to get your news.
It doesn't matter if it's news or not. It matters that people benefited from it.
If they benefited from it in the end, but
they wouldn't. I wouldn't know about anything that I'm talking to you about.
It's called going to a fucking library, Jay.
The only reason I know about any of it is because people benefited from it and it got promoted. And you won't accept it because you heard it from a bum.
No, I didn't say I wouldn't accept it. I want to vet it. I want to learn about it. I want to see where the source is. The source matters.
If you have 500
from
people
the Harvard Medical
on the
School
same
Journal
post,
versus some fucking crazy guy on the street, sure. If you want to call me an elitist for not believing the guy outside of 7-Eleven with no pants on, sure, I'll believe him.
But what if he's
how I believe someone from Harvard Medical School survived? Well, then great. Then I'll read about it in the fucking journal that documented the medical study.
You have the guy that survived cancer right in front of you. You just don't want to believe it because
that's an N of one. That's an N of one.
But he was one of 500. He's just one in front of you.
How do I know that?
He's telling you, but you don't like him because he's got a Facebook post showing
I don't
you,
believe
and it's
him
not
because
in the
he's
journal.
the guy with no pants on in front of 7-Eleven. No,
But
I don't believe him. I'm
but he
sorry.
has
Call
the
me an
proof
elitist.
on his wrist saying that he got discharged because he did the things the guy said to do. But you don't believe him
A
because
fucking
it's not a
bracelet on your
journal.
wrist is not a fucking peer-reviewed white
It's
paper.
not the point. I'm going past it. I'm saying
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
no.
You're
I'm
making
saying
shit
that
up.
he has proof that he followed the doctor. That
build zero argument on fucking ice upon fucking glass upon fucking straws. There's never any proof, never anything that you ever talk about that actually makes any
always
fucking
proof.
sense.
There's always proof. You just don't look to care.
No, I do care, and I do look. And what
Dad
you provide
had lung cancer.
is
Dad took the lung.
bullshit.
That my dad got the biopsy of his lung cancer. Half
of
of the
one.
bacteria that was in
One
biopsy
person.
was all coming out of
One.
his ass.
Great.
This is
one
how
person.
cancer works. No, this is how
One person.
everybody that has cancer works. Every single person that gets
Because one
cancer,
person did.
when they biopsy the cancer, the bacteria that's in the cancer is most of the time, more often than not, coming out of your butt at the same time because it's all passing through your whole body. Your blood flows through your whole body. So all the biotics that are in your body have to pass through every part of your body before they feed the cancer. So when you start feeding cancer with your whatever shit diet you eat, you're just eating your regular food. You don't understand that you're multiplying death.
That's also not what we're talking about.
It is. It's biotics. It's biotics.
Okay.
You don't
Where
see
you
it
at?
as meaning anything. All these biotics have a frequency. All these biotics have a rhythm. They all have a circadian rhythm.
Have you moved this entire time?
Everything.
Are you just sitting
is
in your
about-
car? So
everything about us is a frequency.
yeah.
The street is still blocked off from Bruins traffic. I could go around, but I'm not going that way.
It's almost midnight. There's still streets blocked off.
It's just the street in front of me. I could do a U-turn, but then I'd have
Let's
to
see
go.
it. I want to see it. Turn the camera around.
See what?
The camera. Go around. Let's see the street.
Go for another walk.
No, does your phone have a camera on the other side?
Yes, but I'm sitting in it and I don't like to use that view. Here, let me go down the road. I think Bruins players live here, but they probably are able to enter through.
Or the North End?
No.
Most of them live in the North End.
Museum of Science.
Yeah, actually, that's true. A lot of Bruins players live in the Museum of Science.
Not in it. There's two new condos right on the backside of it.
They actually, David Pasternak loves up the T-Rex's ass. Actually, the Velociraptor.
There is no Velociraptor.
Fuck, there's no Velociraptor.
So today in a local Facebook.
Welcome to the Mugar Omni Theater.
We'll get off cancer. We'll get off cancer. We're off cancer. We're off. We're on.
I just got off yours.
We're on to pussy. Okay, we're on to pussy. I have 3 cats.
When are we on to bed? Are we on to bed? We're into sleepies. You called Freddie Adu like a month ago.
You tried to say that cancer was real and not just different bacteria being in areas of the body.
That's true. I'm the only one ever to say that. That's true. All right. Let's not talk about cancer. It's fine. It's not real. If you don't believe in it, it can't kill you.
Did you hear what I said about the poop?
I don't know. Can we talk about something other than
I just need that to be known out loud. When you poop, everything that's not good with your body is coming out, right? Everything that gets excreted through your poop wasn't going to be able to be used by your body. Okay, so it's amazing when your body is able to excrete what it does, but unfortunately, it's not able to get all of the bad stuff. So sometimes stuff gets lodged in places and cancer develops.
Sure.
So when that happens,
I thought we weren't talking about cancer.
we can't talk about cancer. It's not
If
real.
you want to talk about, is this the J Cancer 3 hours? I mean, this is fucking great. I mean,
This
keep
is
going.
good versus evil overtime.
Well, you already
And I-
called overtime, then you said the end of
And
overtime.
the
So is this double?
only reason cancer is a conversation
Is this
point
is this now?
whatsoever.
Is this
if you-
double? Is this double overtime?
Yeah, it actually is.
Well, then do it. Do the thing.
Overtime. Overtime. Because it's double.
The second one kind of sucked, though.
I didn't even. I was trying to remember how I would do double overtime.
I mean, I think it's kind of like you did, but not shitty.
I think I would just say thank you for joining double. Yeah, like that.
All our.
It's
Well,
not a
I'm
real
here.
good versus evil. This is John versus John from Scranton being desperate, realizing that he can't create content that matters without people that matter.
Like who?
That without people that are willing to provide a purpose for the benefit of the future.
So purpose is definitely your.
I like do
word
something.
day.
I like when people do something other than like talk about Star Wars.
What have you
or
done?
with my life? I think I've helped people that needed help when they wanted it. And I feel like I'm always going to be the one that may possibly need not so much help, but I think that I would like a more solid idea on what help is better to give than other help.
Mm-hmm.
Like giving a bum food. Like more often than not, in my experience, they'd rather not even eat. You know, they deny a pizza before you have a buck. You know. So I think that's what I'm saying is like, I need to be more open to accepting the pizza. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody wants the dollar tip. You know, sometimes just sharing a bite of a sandwich with someone should be worthwhile.
Sure.
Frequency, dude. Frequency. Tuning forks.
How's Reaper?
How's what?
The doggy.
Blaze?
Yeah. Yeah, puppy, 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 puppy.
He's got an attitude problem. Do you have an animal?
I mean, dogs do tend to emulate their owners.
I don't want to go there. and I am trying to be a bit more open with all aspects of humanity.
That's good, Jay. I've seen it. I've seen a change just in the last few minutes. I think that's nice.
You bring the worst out of me because you're so desperate of like friendship. But I think that
you fucking read me like a book.
That's not real. Like, you don't think you need friends, right? Like, aren't you happy with what you have?
Yeah.
All right. So what the fuck? But that's my problem. Is like I do believe more would always satisfy someone like you. So you.
Huh?
I think that you always want like 50 people versus 10 people to be in your realm of happiness. The more the merrier, right? Like,
yeah, if possible, yeah. But I'm not going to take the path of more resistance.
Yeah, there's something about me that will always feel like when there's more.
So you like just closing people off and shutting people down?
I think that if you're around me, you're almost like sensing that you're not gonna. I think that being around certain people, you tend to almost rely on them for something, even though you don't know that you're doing it. Because they almost have like an aura of sorts where they don't allow you to be yourself, or you feel like you just like have to be like on your best behavior because they're around. You know what I'm saying in that aspect? Like
that's actually that's probably the most sense you've made all night.
Like you wouldn't buy Chips Ahoy if we went to the market together. You know, like.
Well, see, that's not a good example, but what you said was true.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't using it as the same thing. I'm saying is like that's as low as it could get. Like because I see that every day.
It's always good.
No, they're not.
I mean, if you have nothing else.
I've got these cookies right here. They taste just like Chips Ahoy. And they're J approved. So I mean,
so they suck.
No, they taste surprisingly like chocolate chip.
What's the brand? Ain't good. Okay.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So low sugar, high protein.
I don't believe in those things.
No.
I don't like the way those terms are thrown around. Like sugar can be different things. Like there's different kinds of sugar. There's different qualities of sugar. Right? Like there's different processed sugar versus like straight from the tree syrup sugar. I honestly feel like if people with diabetes drink maple syrup every day, they would turn their parts on that stopped learning how to make sugar. That was one of the big steps in my stopping of alcohol plethora, searching different ones, you know, like wine versus this versus that. Plethora. Trying to use plethora more. But yeah, by overindulging in good sugar, I diminish my craving for being trashed. Dr. Rock, if you're listening, just drink more syrup. Are you done with me?
What's your next stop there, Jay?
I'm not going anywhere. I pulled over again. Because, again, there's still traffic. I was going to hop in the tunnel.
There's no traffic. It's fucking midnight, bro.
It's not that kind of traffic. I think they just got one lane going into the Sumner. I have, listen,
We're live. Nobody's watching. I have like Cambridge is like the boogeyman to me because that's where I got my DUI. So I don't like driving that way. And then I don't know. I don't know why I'm even still here with you.
Yeah, why are you? You just accused me of being a male, cisgender, racist, fucking motherfucker, all this shit. And just
I didn't say you were racist. I just said you supplied an underground railroad access point, and then you filled it in on purpose with people inside of it.
Well, who do you think was in the fucking Underground Railroad?
That doesn't make you a racist. It was dark down there. How did you know?
It was very dark down there. That was the
Well,
problem.
how could you know that the race?
Because it was dark.
That gives you the excuse. I'm giving you excuse. Unless you were using sands. And then you got a whole nother type of
I prefer sans serif.
sand. What?
You wouldn't get it.
Sans serif text? Is that what you're talking about, font?
What you talk about, font?
You can end this. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. You're not interested in aliens. I called Kirk the other day. He wasn't interested in Graham Hancock.
Well, because that was a terrible call.
Give me your last call to the show. Be honest, because I know you try. What was the last?
If you knew the show at all, you would know my last call.
I feel like you have to be one of the people that I'm like throwing up when I hear.
Who? Guess.
I don't know. I have no idea. I would like for you to just, because nobody's watching us, if you could just give me one. Because I know you try a lot.
I actually don't try a lot. I've probably called 6 times ever.
Oh, okay. I thought you were part of the crew.
I'm in the chat.
Oh, all right. So,
but
so
that chat though doesn't actually call the show very often.
Really?
Yeah, they're not. Most of them do prank calls elsewhere and then send in the audio. So I've been part of that several times. As far as calling the show straight,
I always thought that's why I don't like the calls. I feel like that you guys are all in there talking to each other saying stuff.
No, it's actually that is a common misconception. That chat is actually very closely held.
I mean, that's
not that you care, but there's one or two people that call occasionally. But even like the Tim and Canton stuff, like he'll call us Tim and Canton, but otherwise, like anything he sends in is pre-recorded.
No, yeah, and that stuff's hard.
I've called organically maybe 6 times in 3 years.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
you've actually probably called more than I have.
I call a lot.
Yeah, you do. That's fine. He knows who you are.
I try not to call anymore because I don't want to be good. They're so.
Well, that last call was awful.
That was the point, though.
No, I got that. I laughed at the fact that it was terrible, and I knew that you thought it was terrible and knew it was terrible. So that was well done.
And like I have to get out my best thoughts now because Dave won't let me get on more than once. Like Dave, there's so many less people calling now. He can tell who's calling again. When before I could get on.
You don't change up numbers. Use the same number.
I do, but they're all saved. He's got to have all the holdover stuff from whenever Steve gave him, with people's names on it, saved as the number.
That's fair.
He has to. There has to be some type of identification towards the numbers, because he leaves me on hold for far too long. And I listen to the calls, and I know I'm an asshole, but
So why even bother? You don't like the show, you don't like the people, you don't like anything about it. Like why even try?
Why even bother calling?
Yeah.
I love to piss people off. And I think that if I
Well, that's obvious.
piss Kirk off because he's not trying to give us a great show.
I think that's actually one of your worst efforts then.
No. I think it bugged him. I don't know. It might have not. His comment to Dave, where like, he's like that's somebody that you want. I need to go back and listen to it, but he said like, that's just who you want to hear from. First thing, like.
Yeah, he was really mad.
No, it just that. That it hit home.
Did it?
Where it was so empty. Like there was so like why would I even ask him that? Like why does he think I think he would be interested in that? I mean, and I think I know he has zero interest in it whatsoever, right? But like in my mind, I think I get the names on the show said out loud. And forever, Randall Carlson and Graham Hancock they get some clout on KMS. For the people that read the text version.
Why wouldn't Graham Hancock just go by the Graham Cock, by the way?
He has kids. I feel like it's a problem. Or unless he goes tranny and he cuts his dick off. I don't think you can be a Graham and have a cock.
Mm-hmm.
Better than everything you've tried to be funny.
Yep. That's true.
Grandmas don't have penises, Daniel.
Oh.
They're female.
Well, that's very close-minded of you, Jay.
So you think I can just wake up tomorrow and become a grandma?
Sure.
How? How would that work?
Just say you identify as grandma.
Yeah, but I don't have kids, and my kids that aren't real don't have kids. So how could I identify as a grandma without any of the parts to make me that?
Doesn't seem to matter these days.
So yeah. We can talk about that before, and then we can leave. This is good versus evil overtime. All right, thanks for joining again. We have one more subject to touch on, and that's trannyism. Some girls think they want to be boys. Some boys want to be girls. A lot of it has to do with science and their manipulated microbiomes. Mr. Indo Ricca, what say you?
I agree.
Okay. Well, we've settled it. You want to cut the cord?
You're gonna call it.
I can't say that again because it's not real.
You did already say it 50 minutes ago, by the way.
So yeah, but that was like for the real show. This isn't even that show. Oh, Kirk and and Mike were talking about Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
So like, see how he's got the small alien head?
Yeah.
I don't know how truthful this is, but it's almost like they get malaria in the womb. And I guess like malaria ends up going towards the brain more than anywhere.
So your blood vessels are constantly regenerating.
Yeah.
So you never get to fully grow blood vessels. Like they never get to expand. So
Right.
your head doesn't grow to be the size that it was supposed to be.
Correct.
So some blood vessels don't feed parts of your body where they were supposed to because you got this bacteria in you, this virus in you that kept your blood vessels from getting as full as they were supposed to create a full-size head. So your body doesn't really understand that your head is smaller and your blood vessels are smaller in your head because the blood was still pumping. It was just pumping a lot tighter through your head when you were being born because your mother allowed you to get malaria. Or maybe your mom got malaria. But something got into the baby where the baby's brain was blowing up blood vessels.
Mm-hmm.
This is how people go blind.
Yeah, okay, great. What's your fucking point, Jay?
Every disease is a type blood vessel. Stroke, cancer, all of it. If you just feed the parts of your body with oxygen that
Oxygen.
That's all it is.
Oxygen.
All it is. Pancreatic cancer, diabetes, all of it
Just oxygen
would solve a lot.
and biobes and probiobes and probiotics. And terps and Caicos.
Terps and Caicos kill
Millions a year.
biotics. Some of them are too strong.
Agreed. So what's your next stop?
I'm going back into the city. I'm gonna probably go down to Chinatown.
Going down to Chinatown, and then we're gonna deliver some food. Who's still awake? Who's still open at this hour?
After midnight, we have maybe 5-6 options in the Chinatown area. Dumpling Cafe, Genki Ya, Sushi, McDonald's at Mass Ave is open.
So what's your max radius as far as where you'll go?
The Boston area only goes as far as like South Boston, and it cuts you off at let's see,
Milton.
No, it cuts you off right around Malcolm X Boulevard.
Oh shit!
I guess Lower Roxbury, that would be called.
Oh, it's
And and that extends all the way to.
No, I grew up there.
What grew up where?
Rosendale.
More point on my pets. Today on a Facebook post, some lady that passes by my parents' house every single day put a post and a couple pictures of my eldest cat. Because it's been cold out the last few nights.
Yeah, the one that's outside freezing to death.
Yes, that one. So I'm going over the comments right now, looking at them, and there are people telling her to call animal control.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me, cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room, I realized it's all my fault but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.